Welcome back to Charmed Persians. In our last session, a little help um, has found themselves in the desert city of Sildira in order to find a key item that an ancient evil organization known as the Animalia has been seeking in order to bring evil into this world. They found themselves here with the help of the Palladium Planopticon and were actually able to talk their way into a guided transportation to the prehistoric tomb/temple. Tragedy struck, however, as the obstacles that the party faced here were almost too much for them to weather. Multiple party members fell unconscious or were injured or paralyzed. The worst of it came to Morton, who actually experienced death itself. Rosie was able to bring him back through an ancient magic scroll found in the tomb, but she was not able to save her child. Pentwe was petrified and turned to stone before her eyes. Not all hope was lost, though. Upon exiting the tomb, the party were able to convince the Desert Sun that the gang had been befallen an evil creature and it was still alive, and they ran away and were able to return to the surface. In doing so, they learned of two individuals that could bring you back from their petrified state. One lied to the north in the hidden wood elf city of Lavaria, who was the mother of Gilmarie, Rosie's wife and Yu's mother, and the other solution lies to the south in the Wanla Isles. Rex Sea Devil, a famous sea captain, called this place home, and he would be able to assist the party. However, before they could decide which path to take, they had to deal with a couple of unplanned reunions. Sydney Fernbloom, a childhood friend of Cuinn and May's, was in the city working with their parents and the youngest trio of triplets of the Silverstep family. They were there to steal a giant emerald that Morton was also secretly tasked to retrieve for the trickster deity Mask. The party concocted a plan to steal back this emerald and maybe attack or capture some of the Silversteps. But the night was not over, as Chadrimi Strongjaw was reunited with the twin brother he never knew that he had. Sunny was a citizen of Sildira and was raised by the aforementioned Rex Sea Devil, and was very wary of the party as a whole. The party's pasts then collided in a horrific way. After convincing Sunny to stay with the group and eventually finding sleep, a little help was wakened by a terrified Sydney Fernbloom. It seemed that overnight the Silverstep temporary docile had been attacked. Cuinn and May, followed by the rest of the group, quickly found their way to the home and discovered the atrocities that had taken place. The three youngest of Cuinn and May's older siblings had been slain in a brutal manner and left on display. Trying to piece together the evidence and convenience of the past 24 hours, the party began to be suspicious of Sunny, Chad's long-lost brother. Sure enough, after being confronted by Morton, Sunny revealed himself as the culprit and escaped using a slightly stronger version of the same abilities that Chad himself was learning to control. Devastated and seeking answers, our party stayed at this manor and began to respectfully gather up the bodies of the young Silversteps. In doing so, Cuinn learned something about the giant emerald. The gem was holding something within. But where we truly left off was a beautiful moment between Chad and Cuinn. Cuinn, filled with doubt and anger, and Chad, filled with guilt and remorse, embraced one another in a mutual understanding and respect. This is where we left off. So, we return to the scene. The sun sits high in the sky, beating down on the sandy beige landscape of Sildira. We see the exterior of a nobleman's manor, ornate and gaudy. On the inside is a different scene. A little help stands in a large living area of this manor, with a giant green emerald prominently displayed in the center. 3 bodies lay off to the side, respectfully cleaned, positioned, and covered with ornate silks that have been found in the manor. Not much time has passed since the last moment of last session. Cuinn and May. Over the last little bit, you have, like I said, taken care of the bodies of your older siblings. As of right now, what's happened is they've just been moved to the side. as cleanly and respectfully as possible. They've been pieced together.
Assembled.
Yeah. And ornate silks have been kind of draped over them. So, Quinn and May, I want to start with you. What did the two of you do in this moment? How are you feeling? What do you? The task in front of you is very clear. Something needs to happen with your siblings. What do you guys talk about? What's going on?
May.
I think we would probably sit in silence for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But May is kind of just sitting there and thinking, and Quinn, I know that this is a lot.
I would say it's a lot.
Yeah. But there's another kind of big thing we haven't talked about, and I don't know how this doesn't play into that or how it does, but you and I are supposedly chosen by gods.
Yeah, which one
and that
is
kind of makes the family stuff feel small, but like, what?
You're saying this feels small?
No. I mean, like, stuff with our parents, stuff before this. This doesn't feel small. But I can't help but think that that has to be somehow connected, right?
To this? I mean, if Chad's brother, Sonny, is involved with this somehow. But they weren't involved.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking.
Sydney kind of walks up to you guys mid-conversation. She's been there and ready to help for the past, 10 or so minutes that this is taking place. But has kind of kept silent. No insight checks needed. Clearly showing a lot of guilt on her face and a lot of regret. Just to remind you and the viewers, she was here when the attacks took place, but had taken a part of the black flower from the Mirage, which, as Flint knows, just knocks you right out. So, as she walks up, her voice is low, but she says, so you don't have to answer this now, and just know that, like, I totally understand either way. But I'm kind of like alone here now. And if you hate me and want me to leave, that's totally fine, but I don't know, after everything that you've told me, I don't know if going back is such a great idea. And she kind of like
terrible idea.
She kind of like trails off.
You're definitely not going back to Bayhoff. Yeah, I'm not. I don't blame you for what happened. I don't hold anything against you.
You should.
Why?
Because if I wouldn't have been so shook by everything that happened yesterday, I wouldn't have made the bad decision to imbibe in something that I didn't know about, and I mean, I shouldn't even have been here in the first place.
That doesn't mean that this is your fault.
And that flower probably saved your life.
Honestly.
We'd be picking up pieces of you if you
Oh, God.
And me and May did all sorts of flowers.
We've done all kinds of stuff.
There's some really cool ones. You're gonna like.
She chuckles. Listen, I'm just gonna be blunt about it. What are we gonna do with them?
I don't know, May, you're better at this stuff than I am.
Guess we bury them.
Here?
I don't know. I mean, I think that normally we would get them to mom and dad, but I don't think that we can do that.
They should know.
Should we just write to them? Should we see if Rosie
could
will
tell
help?
them. Yeah. But first things first, we need to figure out what we're gonna do. I mean,
Yeah.
they might want to take them back. You know, I think
Yeah,
they
maybe we
deserve that.
Maybe we should ask Rosie to help and see if they want to decide. Is that dangerous? I mean, we've been
Yeah,
avoiding
I
them for
mean-
so long.
We don't have to, be here. You know, they probably won't even come themselves. They'll probably just send somebody.
All right.
But yeah, I think we should tell them.
Yeah. I'll look around and see if Rosie's around.
Okay, Rosie, what do you think that you've been up to? It's been about, I mean, in all honesty, from the last moment of the last session, it's probably been half an hour, if everything was done super quickly. So what do you think Rosie's been doing this past half hour?
Honestly, likely in the same vein as like when you text someone and you're like waiting for a text back and you just keep checking your phone. She's probably like putting the blade on the ground and saying call lightning and letting it twirl.
Seek lightning.
Seek lightning, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't want to call lightning.
Yeah.
Seek
What a
lightning,
fake fan.
Seek lightning, and then letting it like do its thing and then picking it back up and then doing it again and then picking it back up and doing it again just to make sure, one, it's still working, but two, that like Quiz is still on the radar.
Yeah, it works every single time and it points to the exact same direction every single time.
And then probably whispering, it's not my fault that Brewster died, right? It's not just absolutely just a. If anything, no, I can't blame Gil Marie. I already tried that and it was terrible. It's not my fault. Like just like whispering.
Yeah.
And while doing that, like very ritualistically.
And then May approaches you.
Oh,
You said you're like sitting against the wall, kind
with
of.
my knife spinning.
I'll just come and sit next to you.
Oh,
Hey, Rosie.
hello, May. And I'll pick the knife up and like kind of hide it.
Yeah.
Like I have not been doing that for.
I probably wouldn't even notice. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Cuinn and I were gonna ask you a favor, and it's kind of a big favor.
Oh, name it. Give me something to do, please, dear Dune.
Well, we think we need to tell our parents about what happened and see if there's anything that they want us to do.
Oh Lord. Oh.
So.
Okay.
Would you reach out to our parents for us? I mean, we can tell you what to say and who to send it to.
Maybe you shouldn't even say it's from us.
Yeah, maybe don't say that it's from us. Maybe say that you're like an official with the city or the guard or something, and that this happened, and ask what they want to happen.
Okay, you tell me exactly what to say, though. I need a script because
Okay.
I'll go off book, and no one wants that. I think
we
I
should
only
tell
have a
them who
certain
did
amount
it.
of words.
I think
we
so
should tell
too.
them because the enemy of my enemy is my friend type deal.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. Should we tell Mom?
We shouldn't tell Dad. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so.
Okay, and as you kind of go into this description of what Aerofire Silverstep looks like, Flint, what do you think that you have been up to over the last half an hour?
I am probably
just looking closely at this big emerald, just inspecting it.
Mm-hmm.
As a proud dwarf, to me, an emerald is just a rock that's more fragile.
Yeah.
And then, trying to be respectful to the obvious terrible situation here, and making, if people are cleaning up the bodies or anything, just trying to be helpful but staying out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Chad, Morton. I guess we can. I kind of thought maybe you two might be scheming together, but I guess we can go one at a time. Chad.
After my moment with Cuinn, I just kind of for a couple minutes awkwardly hover of trying to be helpful and trying to not insert myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to overstep, but also I want to be helpful, and that's just who Chad is. So after a couple minutes, I'll find a corner to go in, and I'll write a note to my mom that basically says, as briefly as possible and without too many details, what happened about finding my brother.
Okay.
And that if someone shows up that looks identical to me but different hair, slightly different, of some code of make sure to ask me about a special memory from my childhood or something to confirm it's me.
Nice.
Yeah, you take the time to write that letter. You pretty immediately get a response. Basically, your mom goes into a big whole I'm so glad you're okay. I'm so sorry all that happened to you. All of the momedies out of the way before getting into the kind of the business of it. And she says, "Thank you for letting us know. We'll definitely keep a lookout." And then she kind of she says, "Chad, I want you to know I had no idea about your brother." She lets you know that she had no clue. And from what you describe, she says that from what you've learned and what she knows and what Rosie saw, it seems like you both were probably put on the same ship, and he was discovered and you were not, and until later. And so but she tells you that she didn't know anything but to stay safe, and she lets you know that her and your sister, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, is
who does, honestly?
yeah, is safe, but that they still have not heard from your father, and that's the response that you get back.
Cool. And then the last thing I'll do and spend most of the time on is go to Rosie and just ask for a piece of parchment, basically from her journal or something to write on. Chad doesn't keep a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he'll kind of just be scribbling on the piece of paper and marking things out, and do that as the time goes by.
Okay, totally. And Morton, what do you think you've been up to?
I'm still recovering from being stabbed directly in the gut after dying and all that stuff. And just being
here we go.
So it begins.
I'm just staring at my dagger, which I presumably has Sonny's blood on it. Just kind of looking at it and staring at in front of the emerald, and just looks at the emerald and just well. And just takes that dagger and punches it real quick to see if any damage happens on the emerald. Just a little, just to see if it's breakable by normal means.
Surprisingly, the emerald does chip.
Great. I take out Navarre's rapier and not obtrusively, but
start
whacking at it.
What do you mean
trying to
not
start to break it.
obtrusively?
I'm not.
You're hitting
We
a
didn't talk about this.
horse-sized diamond.
Don't mind
with
me,
a
guys.
rapier.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing something, but it's
with
fine.
a bipedal figure.
Gonna destroy something non-obtrusively.
Morton, what are you doing?
I thought we were all very clear. I told you what Moss told me to do. He told me to destroy it, and I'm just gonna.
There's a person in it. We don't. What if it's? Oh Lord.
It's probably Mask. It's probably Mask.
You're not even using the right tools.
Do you have the right tools?
Oh yeah. I
Can I borrow them?
I pull out some chisels.
Are we doing this now? What are we? We're gonna break this emerald?
Yeah.
For timing's sake, we're gonna say that this is happening as May is describing to Rosie what her mom's looks like. It took Morton a long time to build up the courage to do this.
I'll say for a really long time he was staring at the blade. He's real mad he got stabbed.
Yeah,
real mad, and then he got away.
Also, maybe he kind of passes out in pain for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, I mean he was
wakes up and is like.
He got stabbed on the outside, just rolling around.
But he thought he just blinked, but really he was out for 20 minutes.
Yeah, he just gets up and.
Chad would just pulse check and be like, okay, he's quick, and then continue.
Thank you, Flint. Yeah, no, I mean, what if I don't know if someone said it, but alerting the guard to bring people here, this needs to be destroyed before then. We don't have the means to carry it out, and I'm sorry, I was given a task by the entity that chose me. What do you expect me to do? Not try and destroy it now while we have the chance?
I mean, we can at least get in a ready position before you release a god into the room. Don't do it with my back is turned.
That's
Well, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what position. I was ready in a position with Sunny, and Sunny still fucking stabbed me. So I got him though.
I think it's a mental thing.
Not that little. Sure. Is
give us
ready?
a minute to process before you Do you realize what just happened?
You need. You're right. You need a minute to process the multiple deaths of your friends and family. Is that right?
That sounds sarcastic. It better not be.
It's not sarcastic. I'm just establishing the rule because let's say if somebody died 6 hours ago, they might need to process.
Man, I really want to hit Morton right now, Cuinn. What do I do?
You hit Morton.
I'm gonna slap Morton in the face.
I've been stabbed. Sorry, I'm kidding. I don't say that. I don't say.
Do you slap Morton for real?
Not very hard, and he's pretty tall, so it's a bop.
Okay.
Yeah, I let that happen, and I come to for a second and go, all right, that's fair. That's on me. That's on me.
I take my chisel away from you. Yeah.
All right.
The tides are running against you, so I'm gonna back. I'm gonna be with you.
I understand.
It's only on this side of majority.
Yeah.
I understand. I pull out my rapier and start whacking at it again.
Okay.
I'll physically stop him. Be like, just give him a minute. They look like they were doing.
I'm not saying not do it, but
well, yeah.
Are we gonna do it?
I just want to give you guys the minute. We can do it. Just give him a second, Morton. You guys do whatever you need to do. We don't want to interrupt. I know you guys were doing a thing, and I just
we were
destroy it, but just in a second.
We actually should probably tell you guys we're gonna reach out to our parents.
Okay.
3 of their children are dead.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
That's
are you gonna
fair.
say it's from you?
No.
Well,
Rosie's
just gonna write him a letter, or
no? Rosie's gonna pretend to be somebody and tell them.
You're gonna have Rosie lie.
Rosie's really good at lying now.
It's acting, really.
Can you, Matt, give a fake voice?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. I mean, I don't want them to
did you want me to do it now? Or...
No. You don't
want
just in
the
message at least.
What's the role we're going for here?
What's your motivation?
Well, am I? You said a guard, or am I an official that they would know?
You've been on the job for 25 years, and you've had it. Your wife
That's
left
a good
you.
One.
You chain smoke.
Oh no. Okay.
You're just one foot off the ledge. You're yeah.
And then you found this crime scene, and you have to inform their parents.
Listen, I don't mean to.
It's your least favorite part of the job.
I don't mean to insert myself, but the commissioner did say if you mess up one more time, he's gonna have your badge.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, listen here, everybody.
Oh, that's
wow.
Was that good?
I really like that.
Great.
Pretty good.
Did I do that, or should we go softer? Did they respond to?
Does that feel sustainable in your voice?
D&D is an amazing game. This is all happening. Bodies are rotting over to the side,
and a gigantic emerald with a god inside the middle of the room.
Potentially.
I'm gonna grab you a glass of water just in case you get a little, while you do it. But I think that was great. Yeah.
I've actually got this pamphlet, and I pull out a pamphlet from my old theater troupe that I hid from my parents with. That it's about dialect notes and vocal warm ups.
Oh, this
wow.
is
I always carry
fascinating.
this around. Yeah,
If I spend 2 hours with this, can I read IPA?
Well, there is IPA in there, but it's more about like brah, keeping your instrument nice.
Isn't it all in your head? You don't actually say
No, I'm
it.
talking about the physical, like the vocal production. Because if she's going raspy, like that'll
So I could just
take
think
over.
in a different accent.
Right.
Wow, there's a
think
lot
it.
more that goes into just
You
talking.
can have it. You can
different than I
have
thought
a
it
different
was.
accent.
Wow.
Do you want a different accent?
Oh, I never really thought about it.
Because you can't. That would hide you from. I don't know if they would know your voice. Do you
Maybe
think
that's
they would
something
be?
we could. Yeah.
Can
I
you
mean,
do
I
a
think at least the raspy
Sildiran
would
accent?
be good.
A Sildiran accent? What?
Yeah.
What is a Sildiran accent?
A vaguely Eastern European Russian accent.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
I know that's in there. I know it's in the pamphlet.
She's muting herself. She muted herself so she can
This is
Cast
amazing.
silence on herself so she can
Staring.
practice.
She's just like whispering
Hello.
into her.
This is the Sildiran authorities. We have
Perfect.
stumbled upon a crime
A prawn.
scene. A crime
I will
scene.
say-
Tipped that prawn
I will
right up.
say you do actually know the name Drika Rushar as the captain and soldier.
That's true.
She's the one. She's
Oh.
the one who led.
And
the
she talks in
interrogation
like the
on
one dialect that Angie, have trouble with. Okay.
Right.
That was
Okay,
really
yeah.
good.
So I'll be Drika and I'll say it and I'll just hear Drika's voice in my head and it's just gonna come out. Is Drika around?
Remember
Can I
to just
listen to her
roll.
for a minute?
If you can roll your R's, that would be helpful. It's a little,
Roll.
yeah. It's just little. It's not too much. It's not like
Russian.
some other places. What's Russian?
Okay, all right. We're losing
Like when you're in a hurry.
J-Mo, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, just Maewyn, quit. If your parents and people were here secretly, would the guard even know that these were your siblings unless they're kids? And how would they know to contact them if all the
Well,
siblings? Because
they
don't you have to
met
like know
with the
someone to
king,
send a
didn't they?
message?
I mean, I could tell him. Could be from me.
I mean,
I don't know
That
if we
seems
want to
like a
do
much
that.
easier dialect.
I don't know. It might be a good idea if it would also explain why the bodies have been moved. If you said that this happened this morning
Maybe I
and
could
you
say
were
I
coming to
was-
report it.
Maybe I could say I was on the track or the trail of the killer, and maybe I can try to schmooze along my relationship with them a little bit longer in case we need it in the future.
If they know that our siblings died and you were the only one in the house, I don't think they will take that very well.
It's probably
True.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you were, and please, you're all you're welcome to say no to this, unless she was injured.
Or what if? Because I mean, I still would, just like you guys are doing, I still would let them know, right? And so maybe, Rosie, you can still be Drika, but you can just mention that the young halfling girl is the one who told you about it.
Oh.
Or we could tell them that you died.
Well, where's your
and
body?
then you just disappear. So my parents think that you're dead, they're not going to bother you.
But then the question is, yet again, how did they learn that
Right.
steps?
And where's her body? If they're coming to pick up your siblings' bodies, then there should be another one.
I guess
Do
we got
they
to
have,
kill a
like-
halfling.
Like we got that silver
I don't-
step cape. Do they have anything on them that has the silver step crest?
Yeah, of course.
Were they hiding out here, or weren't they here in some sort of official capacity?
Yeah, they were here as the silver steps to the king.
Yeah, so they.
Oh, right.
were
I forgot
aware
about that. So.
Mhm. No, I forgot
It
about it too. It's okay. So yeah,
So it wasn't a secret. So
yeah. So the
Yeah.
secret,
They
the secret
stumbled.
was, I don't know if they knew that the triplets were here. And so
Oh, because they were distracting the king.
yeah, and so honestly, it could
Steal
even
the
be
emerald.
it could even be framed as far as we found our emerald and your three, you know what I mean? It almost it's yeah, we're letting you know about these dead bodies,
True.
but also we know what you did, kind of a thing.
mm-hmm.
I mean, if they think
True.
that it's they're being deliberately targeted because of this. That might put them on their heels and give us an advantage.
Yeah, I think being Drika and just saying, "Hey, we found the emerald with your kids, and we didn't find you," but
we don't actually have to tell the guards. Right?
Yeah, it also could simply be that Drika was trying to make sure that they're okay and bring them in for questioning. Maybe not even accusing them. Maybe they're like, we don't know, like the triplets are dead, so are the Silversteps okay? We should check in with them.
Sure.
We could also just straight up tell the guards. Like, actually tell them. I mean, it seems that your parents believe them. Right, but like, I mean, sorry, the collective we, like, we can inform the guards because, you know, they've always been kind of above the law, and they don't seem to really be that here if they're coming in a more secret, well, not secret capacity, but like doing something under the table. They have a slew of dead bodies in their space, and that again, it gives a legal and sort of pressing distraction for whatever we would have to do after that.
And what are we going to tell them about the giant emerald in the room?
Oh, well, it's going to be shattered.
Right.
So we're going to take all the pieces, or
we just found it that way?
You could just leave the pieces. Who knows? The pieces might even vanish after we do it. It doesn't matter. The bodies are enough.
I don't want to be implicated in this emerald in any way if we can avoid it.
Well, and here's the thing is, Rosie can't send that long a message. It's pretty short and sweet. I think that we need to just like inform them of the basics, and I appreciate the background for Rosie's acting's sake for sure, but I don't know that we need it.
Yeah, it could be pretty an anonymous message.
Yeah, I think we might be overthinking it a little bit.
Although that was fun.
It was. It was. It was nice to hear pull out the old pamphlet.
Yeah. And I mean, I think when it comes down to it, May and Cuinn, it's what you know your family and what is best, so we can offer advice.
Say whatever you want to say. What want me to say? And however way you want me to say it, I'm pretty versatile.
Keep the accent.
Oh, definitely. That was great work.
This one or the
one we worked on.
Still Deering accent.
Drika.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's arguably my worst work, but okay.
It's okay.
I mean, just tell them that you don't even have to tell them about an official capacity. Just tell them that their sibling or their children were found dead.
Or you can even just say 3. You can say 3 silver steps because they just have. You can say 3. The bodies of what we think are 3 silver steps were found here. How would you like us to proceed?
Oh,
yeah.
Condolences.
My very best.
Hugs and kisses.
All right, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm gonna do that.
All right. So, I will say, I mean, Sydney just saw them. They're the parents of Cuinn and May. They were able to give you a very accurate representation of what Airfire looks like, and so you cast the spell. And what does Rosie say?
I have to do like a test phrase.
Yeah. Trigger phrase.
Yep.
Okay, can everyone clear the room, please? I'm shy.
Yeah. Remember, chain smoking. You got this.
Absolutely.
And roll the R's.
I'm listening in there.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
All of us against the same
wall. Well, you can't even
wall.
hear it because it's in my head.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
In my head, I cast sending to what I hope is Mama Silver. And I say, hello. This is the authorities from Sildira. Unfortunately, we have had a bit of an incident. We think 3 casualties are related to you. Silver Step. 3 children or halflings.
I think, Shabo, I actually think you're cutting to 35. I think this has already stopped.
Yep.
Oh,
I think
did
it's
it?
stopped.
Oh,
Wait, I think I already
Shabo,
passed
I'm
25.
sorry.
No, it's fine. I was like, wait, I think that was
darn.
fine.
I think it ended at Silver Step.
I think it ended at Silver Step, yeah. So I actually think the key info still got out.
Sorry.
There's a no, you're totally fine. There's a moment of silence, and then you get a response. Oh. Thank you for informing us. We will send a liaison. So you get.
Immediately, I'm like, they're sending someone. I mean, oh my god, they're sending someone.
Everyone comes rushing back into the room. What?
She said
they
they're
take them as
sending a
well?
liaison.
No, they're sending a liaison for their dead children?
Yeah, did they seem surprised at all?
She said, oh, thank you for informing us. It was very calm. We're
It's
sending a
fucked up.
liaison, is what she said.
So I don't mean to cast aspersion on your parents, but that's fucked up. That's fucked up. A liaison?
Suddenly,
No.
in the middle of this living room, there is a poof of green smoke that just
Can
appears.
I disguise self as
right
quickly as possible?
Yes, you can.
I jump out the window.
I try to hide behind the emerald.
As this happens, you see an individual kind of step out of this like green smoke, and you see a green cloaked individual. And they're a little bit larger, red-headed, tall. They come like barreling out of this smoke. And actually, Sophie, if you'd like to describe your character.
Yeah.
What?
No!
So,
I mean, yes, but...
So my character, that is not you, comes out, as Zach said, hooded and cloaked in a green cloak, red-haired, reddish nose, pointed ears, a little bit of red scruff on their chin. They look human right now, kind of pale and a little chubby with little glasses on, but outfitted with travelers, adventurers gear, a couple of swords on their belts, a long bow stretched across their back. They look through the smoke around the room, cough. I've been looking for you.
I'm still hiding behind the emerald.
And who are you?
Caligo. Sorry, I guess I should say that the shade sent me.
I lean out from behind the emerald.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Sophie's gonna play the big bet. Big bet. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. That is a hell yeah, 26.
I'm
watching you.
Real quick, I'm gonna show y'all and the stream.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Incredible.
That is the character you all see. Okay, so with the 26, correct me if I'm wrong on anything, Sophie, but you get an immense amount of truth coming from this person, as well as a bit of nervousness and eagerness coming from this individual as well.
I come out dressed as a Sildira guard member. Or sand snake, whatever they would call it.
Is Mrs. Pintwee here? I don't see you.
Are you with the Silver Steps?
No. Also, if we could kind of speed this along, there were some soldiers that I saw outside, and they didn't look too happy.
Oh.
I missed a Silver Step. No. What? I missed Mrs. Pintwee. I'm sorry. I haven't acted in a long time. I'm really losing myself to the role.
So yes, Caligo, as you were approaching this manor in the mysterious ways that you were, using the ring for guidance, you saw a squadron of sand soldiers led by the same Drika Rushar, currently heading up the main street, heading towards this manor.
So we gotta. We're destroying this now. We gotta do it now.
I mean, yeah, no, I did say we would wait for you guys to do your things. It looks like we did contact the mom and Caligo. We'll get back to that. But we gotta destroy this and get out of here, it seems, before the guard thinks we did this.
Mm-hmm.
Flint, can I have the hammer and chisel again?
All right, everyone gets one python. Or piton, as we say in the dwarves.
Is that what they say?
It's in the pamphlet. It's in the pamphlet of exceptions to accents.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah. I give Morton some tools and I start chiseling away.
I start going ham as hard as I can, as fast as I
can. Sophie, is there anything that you do in this moment as they all recognize you, acknowledge you, and then immediately ignore you?
I'm consulting the ring and following its marker around, it's presumably leading towards Rosie, and I'm just
It is. It's leading right towards Rosie, and yeah. Go ahead.
Pull to look for y'all, but is you here?
Kinda.
You is busy at the moment. Can I take a message?
Yeah, or Vox.
Wow.
He's even here left.
Too soon.
Fox is unfortunately no longer with us, and I'll take their hand and say, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's not good. Y'all. I pull out a journal and start writing down notes. Fox is dead. Use somewhere.
Yu's here. They just can't come to the phone right now.
Well, I don't know what that means.
They're an important business meeting.
Yeah.
It's been set in stone for ages.
Morton. Too soon, Morton.
Can I
I
cast
guess
a
if I could
spell on
trust, I was told I could trust you, but Mrs. Pintwee, I think I can trust you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Shade sent me to help protect you, and get you, to where you're going, but...
Oh, that's nice. Do you want to help us break this emerald real quick? That's step one into...
We're releasing a god.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Oh, yeah, no, I was told all of you are associated with the gods, somehow, but it's an honor to help you. Sure. And I pull out my longsword and just start smacking.
Okay, amazing. Angie?
I'm listening.
While that's happening, can I really quickly pull out the Sears lens?
Oh, you silly
as I've been
Billy. You can do that.
As they're smacking this thing and everybody's chiseling away, and I just pull out a giant bowl and
you look through the lens at Caligo, and you do see something that is different from what you are seeing in reality. On their hands, you see bandages, bloody bandages, wrapping around their hands, dripping with blood. But you don't get an eerie feeling from them, but that is what you see. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Okay.
Or religion.
That would be kind of scary, so I would immediately and
For a reason that I won't say right now, you have advantage on this roll.
Good.
But you just said there was a reason.
It's like saying there's a twist to the movie. You still spoiled it because now I know that there's something happening.
What?
17.
With a 17, because of the month that you are currently in, Ilmatum, you know that this is the symbol. The hands bound at the wrist with these red bandages is the symbol of Ilmater. Ilmater is a lawful good god of life and protection, but often the deity of like martyrs.
Oh. Heard.
Okay.
Feel that.
There's a large shattering sound that pierces all of your ears as one final swing cracks this emerald hole, and a blinding flash of greenish white light causes you to stumble and shield your eyes for a moment. As you open your eyes and as your vision comes back to you, you see steam or like a very thin smoke coming from this pile of emeralds that are now shattered all over the ground, basically becoming smaller, unrefined emeralds themselves. And standing in the middle of this pile of emeralds is a 9-foot tall individual. They seem to be made out of this green smoke.
Oh shit, it's this creature. It's not named.
I like it.
It seems to be almost made out of this green smoke, and the emeralds itself, very long, lanky arms, almost as if it leaned forward, it would be able to walk on its arms. And it has these two blinding points of green light for eyes that just immediately start to kind of survey the room. And in a flash, this creature forms into pure smoke and swirls around and flies through the air right into the nostrils of Morton as he's lifted up off the ground, and the entire essence of the smoke enters his body and he lands on the ground. And Morton, you feel completely fine.
I sneeze and then
Bless you.
I'm aware of what just happened.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We are never gonna hear the end of this.
No, you know what?
You
That
good?
was a lot. I don't. I like pat every part of my body to feel if I feel anything different.
You don't.
Right,
you actually do feel different. First of all, you've gone from a -3 to a -2.
Ooh.
Second of all, I don't know how to say this narratively, but you know that you are now, you like kind of look at Cuinn and you just kind of like roll your eyes as you know that no matter what he tries, it won't matter because you are immune to being charmed.
Oh!
Wow.
So,
Anybody who tries to charm me.
And also, as you're kind of standing there, you look down at your hands, and on your hands, starting from the palm and spreading out, basically your skin, your rosy skin, becomes pliable emerald as it spreads all over your body, and all of you see Morton gain this kind of emerald skin. And this one won't count for you, but once per day, as it kind of starts to fade away pretty much as soon as it gets there, as a bonus action, once per day, you can give yourself this green emerald skin, and you gain a +2 to your AC for 1 minute.
That's gonna save literally my ass so much.
You're never gonna die again and then talk about it forever.
I just kind of sit there and just go, feel a little. Cuinn, how many of these emeralds can you fit in your bag?
Are there still pieces of emerald?
Oh yes.
That was definitely already on my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, way ahead of you. It's already putting
I start
emerald
shoveling it. I start shoveling emeralds into bags.
Look
as
out the
well.
front window to see how close the guards are.
They are opening the front gate.
Oh.
Okay, that's 28. We should go.
Everybody put emeralds in. Come on.
I'll throw a couple emeralds in.
I scoop as much as I can in there and then help you carry it.
Okay, where do you go?
Out the back.
Okay.
The garden. There's a garden, right?
So you head out the back into like this kind of like courtyard area. It's like inlaid with building.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. So as you're walking, the sand starts to like lessen in the dampness, basically you start not leaving footprints behind in the sand. You feel the shadows starting to cling to you. As you're able to start making your way. Batty, who's just been outside chilling, like kind of like wakes up and looks around and then immediately starts coming after you.
I will take one last look back and then grab May's hand as we leave.
Yeah. As you do so, you feel this connection between the two of you. It's insane what's happened, and it feels as if you're, I don't know. It's a struggle of feelings, and as you're kind of dealing with that, your other hand feels a squeeze, and you look over, and for the first time in a long time, you, May, and Sydney are running in tandem. And she kind of looks at you and smirks, and gives you a squeeze and then keeps running. So with the assistance of Pass Without a Trace, I need everyone to roll a stealth check for me. And as a reminder, Pass Without a Trace, it's Pass Without Trace, but I always say Pass Without a Trace. It gives you a +10 to your roll.
+10?
Mm-hmm.
So, and in addition to our modifier, right?
In addition to your modifier, yes.
I do still look like a guard. I still have that going. Oh my god, thank God you cast
28.
29?
29?
Oh, 29?
I love that.
23.
23.
I also am disguised. I didn't specify, but just like somebody that I saw in the bar.
Okay, cool.
First person I thought of.
I heard 28, 28, 29, 25
32.
16.
Ah, damn. Okay, Caligo.
16, damn.
That's with a +10.
I know.
Oh,
Flint.
God.
24.
24, and Rosie.
21.
21, okay. Easily enough, even with the 16 coming from Cuinn. You all handedly get out of this courtyard, out the back of the building, kind of off to an alleyway, and you hear the like breaking down of the front door and motion of the soldiers behind you. With a 32, you all forget that Caligo's with you. And,
especially Flint. He's just,
yeah.
who are you?
Yeah. And then you guys make your way. I'll say it's just like you're pretty much just straight running for about like a minute or so. But then you eventually get far enough away and you look around you. No one's following you. No one seems to have noticed where you've gone. The assistance of May's spell has really helped you just kind of disappear from that area, and you feel relatively safe in this moment. And you're kind of like collecting yourselves and breathing in and catching your breath, and that's when you all notice that Caligo is just kind of standing there in the middle of your group.
Wow, was that what we expected to happen?
God, here.
Well, we never really have expectations. Well,
Not
I
so much
don't.
anymore.
I don't know about
Yeah.
everybody else.
Sydney kind of raises her hand. She says, I'm new to this group too, and yeah, it's really, they're crazy. This is nuts. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean,
Hang on.
in a good way.
Oh, okay. I like you. Never mind. Cuinn, is this your little girlfriend?
No,
Oh.
Labels.
Oh.
You know.
Gotcha.
Chat just nods too, seeing May.
Who's the shade and who's this person?
This is Caligo.
Well, I represent a secret organization called
Oh my God.
the Palladium Planet.
We
Oh.
represent.
You're a member?
How you doing? Yeah,
Yeah.
long time now.
I don't recognize you, but I assume you're part of the group. I was told that there was 2 other halflings that were around somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's me. I don't always look.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Never mind.
Is Caligo your real name?
though in the organization we use a moniker of sorts. So, the Caligo, like fog, darkness, you know.
Oh no, that's super cool. Are we allowed to
like
ask
the
your real
shade?
name?
Yeah, kind of like the shade, or like I know you went by Pax.
Oh.
The Sax.
The Sax.
We've never called him that.
And no, you cannot ask me my real name. So
Okay, sorry.
Please don't.
Yeah. I won't.
So please don't. Caligo,
sorry.
you
go
said
ahead, Rosie.
you were here to protect me or us or all of us.
You as a group, but you know, I don't know. This is my first mission.
Oh. Are we? Am I specifically, or are we in any more danger than currently befalls us currently? Because we are in a lot of danger, but does the Shade know something else that we need to add to our to-do list? It's okay if you don't know the answer.
And like flip through pages, like Animalia.
Yeah, you look through your pages, and whether you want to be forefront. Whether you want to be forefront.
Forthright.
Right.
Forthright. Thank you. Gosh, whether you want to be forthright with this information or not, you got the vibe from the Shade that yes, he did want you there to like assist them, and he like cares about the progress and protection of this group, but that mainly he wanted like someone there who would report back to him and give him like progress reports and like and notify him as to like what's going on. Evan, yeah.
Am I still emerald skinned right now?
No, it like pretty much faded as soon as it went away, as soon as it came up. I just wanted to kind of narratively describe what it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Because regardless, I like taking the cue from the twins, I would have put up my hood of disguise and changed to somebody I've seen walking around the town.
No problem.
How much emerald did we get?
Okay, so go ahead and roll a
Mind check.
Can they get it with advantage? Because I helped.
I was gonna say I helped too.
You are part of Emerald now.
It's we're not rolling to see how much you got in that manner, and that it's not going to be a skill check. So go ahead and roll 2 d20s for me.
May, would you like to roll one?
Yeah.
Twin dice.
Got a 1.
Can you re-roll ones as a half?
I can re-roll ones.
Sure, I'll allow it on this.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh no, that's bad.
Oh no, I got a 5.
I got a 5 as well.
Okay, well I'm glad because I don't want to give you guys too much, but you got 5,000 plus 5,000, 10,000 gold worth of emeralds.
Oh my god.
Good.
Quinn, I'll let you hold on to that.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, okay, hold on. Chad helped.
I had my bag of holding.
Oh, that's right. So it did all go to.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and I was just like.
So yeah, I would say like in various chunks of like 500, 300, like blah blah blah, like in various chunks, you can safely assume you have about 10,000 gold worth of emerald gems.
Hot damn.
Well, I'm leaving the group.
We now have a venture capital sponsor.
Caligo, welcome to our party. If you want, here are some bug rations that I've. It's yours if you want.
Have those not gone bad?
No, bugs don't go bad.
They have a really high shelf life.
Insight into, or no, what would I roll? Nature, I guess.
They're very bad.
Oh.
You know,
bugs don't go bad.
Flint.
The inside of bugs do.
Yes.
There's. Do you see that growing on the corner there?
Yeah, that's
mold.
The green part of the insect.
No, that's mold. That's like dangerous mold. These have gone bad.
That's fine. Mold's fine. I ate mold for 3 weeks once in mine shaft.
It's not like
you can eat mold.
It's not like cheese. It's not like cheese mold. Like
actually, if anyone in this party, Flint could definitely eat. Still. He has the necklace of adaptability or whatever.
That's true. You can have these yourself. But just don't be handing them out to everybody.
I start sprinkling mold on my bug like it's caviar.
Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah, the Shade had me sleep in a cave for 3 weeks, and you can't eat mold.
Wow.
He had you sleep in a cave for 3 weeks?
This part of my training.
Yeah, it's canonic. It's canon that the Shade really put Caligo through the ringer.
What did you?
Because Caligo got the Shade post death. So.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Caligo, thank you for having my back there with the mold thing. Sometimes they don't believe me. It's nice to. Can I give you a quick handshake? Just to...
ooh. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Everyone's watching like.
I'm gonna let Sophie describe Caligo's handshake.
Caligo's handshake is. He's got really big hands because he's a furbolg and he's about 7 feet tall. But it is a really gentle handshake.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
So where just where is I guess the main next question. What?
It's the morning, isn't it?
It's like midday.
Or not the morning, midday.
It's midday.
Yeah.
Sydney looks at Rosie. Well,
what? Yes.
I just happened to see you kind of. I mean, it just felt like there was a direction that you really wanted to go. You kept checking.
Well, we could go to the Mirage, but that seems really public right now, and I mean, I guess we're not in any sort of trouble, but
nobody knows we were there.
It just
do we need to stay here though? I mean,
if we go to the Mirage, I did it publicly. I showed everybody that it does seek lightning and pointed to Quiz, who presumably has lightning. So yeah, we could. If we go to the Mirage, though, it looks like
your options are kind of either go to the Mirage and deal with the Quiz thing if you want to deal with the Quiz thing, or skip right to either going north or south to Wilmarie or Rex Sea Devil.
I would like to go to see
definitely
Wilmarie, because no offense to Rex Sea Devil, but I didn't like how he raised Sunny very much, and so I don't really trust him right off the bat. I don't really trust him.
Yeah,
such a cool name though.
And he stabbed me. I was
like a pirate, though.
by that guy.
I'm leaning towards Rex. I gotta be honest.
I'm definitely gonna be using the name Rex Sea Devil occasionally.
I will say,
Devil is a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
I will say, Chad, as much as you were lied to by Sunny seemed to have no love lost for Rex Sea Devil.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was a great father, but he definitely doesn't seem to have a good relationship with Sunny, so I mean, that could either mean he's not as psychotic dude, and so that's why Sunny didn't like him, or he's actually a good dude, and that's why Sunny didn't like him. It's hard to say with how psychotic.
Well, Sunny killed him.
Sunny didn't kill Rex?
He could have. I mean, stabbed me pretty fucking quick.
Well, yeah, but I assume we knew that he was somewhere that Sunny didn't, so I don't think he's dead.
Which one's easier to get to from here, do we think?
That's a good question.
Technically, the south is faster by a little bit.
And that's Rex.
Well, I think we should deal with Quiz in the Mirage while we're here.
And the only other thing I will say is that Chad, when you say, well, we knew that Rex was somewhere that Sunny didn't, the thought kind of pops in your head, well, now he does.
True. Didn't before, so he's not dead as of now, but he could seek him out and kill him, which I don't know if it's a good or bad thing to go where Sunny might also be to have that resolution.
Sunny couldn't have got there that fast, unless they're magical or some shit.
I mean, they seemed pretty magically disappeared almost.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, they probably that's an easy spell from what I've understood.
It's still magical though.
Yeah, but you can't hop all your way to how far south?
One miles.
Yes.
If he
No,
can
you just
teleport,
don't
he
know.
can.
Yeah, who
Yeah, if he's. I mean, I don't know how magical he is. Seems similarly magical to me, and I can't do that. So
He gets stabbed, so that's that's enough for me. As long as he can die, it's fine.
sure, yeah.
I don't want to be a bitch, but
Oh, Rosie, please.
Rosie, you're not a.
I think that maybe because this is my child, I would like to make the choice to take my child to be fixed by a person who I know has at least a decent relationship with me. And again, not to be mean about it or to have the final say, because I know we're a group, but I'm just feeling really strongly about this, and
Sure.
I just really think that I would like you back, please.
Oh.
I'll whisper to May. Rosie's being kind of a bitch.
No,
I'll
Rosie,
look it
that
up if you really
that makes
do that.
sense.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, can somebody catch me up on what happened to you?
Oh,
Hmm.
I will look at Rosie.
I'll like pull Caligo over to the bag
Mm-hmm.
and take my bag off my shoulders and see if I can like very carefully finagle.
Yeah, roll a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
Every time this happens, my stomach drops.
The head pops
Just
off.
straight
It would
dexterity.
be really funny.
I only keep doing it because I know Ian likes to live, or Sophie likes to live on the edge of that, and so like
It's true.
this is kind of for her sake just as much as me.
Give me-
You already have a new character, so you know.
It
If
is
you
a
drop
15.
you drop him, you know.
What'd you say?
It's a 15,
Okay, yeah, totally fine.
and I'll
The DC
yeah.
is a 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see a very accurate statue of you, Pintwe, so accurate that, I mean, Clego is not maybe so. Cleo's new, but they're not so new. Like, you know what happened here when you see this statue.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes some sense. Set in stone is I don't know.
Yeah, that was really insensitive.
I know I'm not really part of this group, but like, wow. Yeah.
You're catching on just fine, it seems.
Yeah, and then I'll slowly, like, just to keep them.
Yeah, roll a
like,
dexterity check. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
Natural
kidding.
1.
No, really?
No, it was a 3.
Oh, okay. You didn't actually have to roll it.
Okay.
So yeah, so you see you.
So, yeah, that's where they are, and I know where I'm going, and I'm just saying that out loud, and I don't really care about quiz, and I'm also just gonna say that out loud too.
Yeah, when we say
That's fair.
deal with the quiz situation, he kicked our ass.
That's true.
True, but he's...
We weren't all there, though. At least
That's
the last
true.
time.
Yeah.
First time we were, but I feel like we were
And according to
all
Edmund,
prepared.
Quiz is currently unconscious.
Also true. Which that would be great if he
Just
is
kill him.
subdued.
If we can remove a magical object from him, that would be nice. Especially if it's, not quiz and we're talking with one of the others.
Mm-hmm.
The quiz at a bar? Like a trivia?
Like a
I'm
brothel.
pretty good. Pretty
Like
good
a
at
brothel.
trivia.
Of course you're good at trivia.
Well, Edmund's gonna have to die. They're all gonna have to die. We're not just gonna kill Quiz.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's how changelings work.
That's
Does everybody
right.
know how changelings work?
I think we had this conversation with
You know as much as what Edmund barely knew.
Right.
Well,
Lego, you don't happen to be an expert on changelings if you're good at trivia.
No, I gotta say no.
I'm gonna say no.
All right, well,
That's fair.
We need to pay out our tab at the Mirage anyway. We stop there and then we head north to your is it mother-in-law?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Richie and his rollabout can get us through some parts of it. I know there's something else, but if that's faster, but also might break down, so maybe not.
There's
Well, it's on the plains.
You
We
do
have to
know
go
of the
sand.
yeah, you do know of the sand ships. And as a matter of fact, Caligo, the sand ship that you took here is docked and about to set sail again. The Solar Flare, captained by one Xena Sandwalker.
Oh, Star Killer.
Oh God.
Well, I say we respect Rosie's wishes. It is they are her child.
Yeah.
And I'd rather not go to the father figure of someone who fucking tried to murk me. So
That's very fair.
Rosie, if you don't want to go to quiz, I can go to the sandship docks and start that process with you, just so it's quicker if you want. I don't know.
We need all hands on deck.
Yeah,
It's true. If we're gonna find quiz,
I mean, if I'm being honest, Sydney, how much fighting experience do you have?
More than you.
That's not fucking true.
I don't know if that's true, but I have gotten into a lot of fights and I've kicked Quinn's ass multiple times. So.
Oh, you're in. Dickhead. I was just making. I didn't want forgive me because I don't know you. I didn't want you to be put into harm's way. And
no, I appreciate you checking in, but I'm a badass.
There you go. Caligo, what about you? I know you've gone through the training. What is your fight?
Cave, you know.
This might not be my fight, but I'd never turn one down.
Okay, well, see, I just real quick, you do know Quinn's name and Yu's name and you knew Vox's name, and I just think it'd be cool to know your name, Cleo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you're caught between a rock and a hard place, aren't you? That was really nice, but you do have an oath.
I love that saying, Morton, by the way.
What? Oh, yes, no, I did it for you.
My name's G. Whitakers.
No,
it's not.
Is that really?
Well, that's why I went by Caligo. Okay.
Well, I think
I love that name. That's a great name.
You're fucking.
That was not Sydney that kept asking. That was Zach that kept asking.
Zach was like, I need it said.
Please
it has to
say
be.
it. Please say it.
G. Whitakers?
If you prefer Caligo, we could keep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
didn't mean to embarrass you, G.
G short for something?
Well, it's G-H.
Golly G.
G-H-E-E?
Kind of like it's spelled like
G is short for college. Eric, you have DM inspiration if you don't have it, but that's too good.
I just have a follow-up question. Caligo. Are you out of the Barrington chapter of the Planadium Planopticon?
That is that's where I met the Shade, or
Yeah, that's where you trained. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I just needed to note that for nothing specific.
I'd also like to.
Are you trying to get another kid?
I'd also like to.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No? I just wanted to know if he came from, or if they came from the Whitaker family. Whitakers in the Southeast District.
I do have a question, and unfortunately, given our familial history of 3, now 4. Now we know your, and I point at Chad. We know your background a little bit, and we all have our problematic family members, myself included. Do you have any family baggage, like family members that are nefariously connected? Anything like that?
My parents are bakers back in Barrington.
Okay.
And they're
we have
alive?
a great relationship with them.
They're alive?
What are their names? You don't have to tell me.
Garling has to be one of them.
That's a little, like, I'll tell you my personal information, but I'm not going to tell you about... They're not
Mr. Whitaker's.
That's fair. That's fair. Just checking, because, I mean, to get... I mean, I'm assuming if you know about the Silver Steps. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of the Generans. I'm sure you... Well, I don't know about Chad, but I'll let Chad.
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
You've been to Falland, you might have, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Working on that, though,
Yeah.
I just
wanted to check.
Shade told me, so...
Okay. What? Sorry?
Sydney, he's a Generan. I don't know if I told you that.
Okay, don't say fuck. Shut the...
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Don't you owe me? You never met me. We never.
I've never met you, but I've met your... I'm assuming little brother.
He's a tool. Yes, he's a tool. No, I get it, but I'm not like there was a reason I left.
Hey, no, I get it. I get it. I mean, I'm in love. I mean, I'm friends with people who we're here.
My real name's Chadwick, by the way. I don't know if I ever said that, and I feel like we're in a good place to be sharing right now.
Chadwick.
I
like that.
It's not Shadrini.
I thought it was
no,
Wayne.
that's just like my fighter's name to do me strong job, but I kept like Chad, so if people call me Chad, I don't get confused because it's still like Chad, but Chadwick.
Chadwick.
I like Chadwick.
Yeah.
It's a good strong name.
I like Chadwick.
Really, only my family calls me Chadwick.
Hey,
now,
hi, can I help you? How are you doing? Good to see all of you again. Yes, wonderful. Oh, except for you. She looks at Chad.
Me?
Well, you were not so nice to me.
Oh.
Whoa,
an hour or so ago. So.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh.
That,
what happened?
see, probably had the unpleasantries of meeting my twin brother. Shorter hair than I have right now. Like I got the bun going on.
Oh, you
and
are right. Oh, I am so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
How
No, it's
can I
okay.
help you?
Well, actually, about my brother.
Oh,
If he
yes?
was here an hour ago, did he check out and like I don't know if he was staying here or what.
He threw me up against a wall and demanded for me to tell him what a Rex Sea Devil was.
I lean over to Cuinn and I go, "See, not that magical. It was a good thing we checked."
I sincerely apologize for that.
Oh, it
That
is not the first time. I am used to such assholes, and we have a system for getting them out of here. He then immediately left and started to head south.
That makes sense. Well,
So that's where he's going.
yeah, appears to be. Yeah, just give us a second. I think we
Of
Bill?
course, if you need anything else, just let me
Yep.
know. And she immediately
Bill.
goes to the next customer.
turn to Rosie. It's up to you if you want to stay here. And like you said, this is your decision of you have the dagger. If we want to
Bless
try to
you.
look for Quiz, great. If not, let's move on and see if we can take that sand ship.
Well, I think as tempting as it is, given all of the information that we have, and given the fact that even though we are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strong, we're still missing you, and we have already disrupted whatever the Anomalia was up to. And so, by having this, and I'll pull out the blade, by having this, we're already a step ahead. So if we just hang tight to it, we'll be able to find Quiz or Lightning wherever it is. And so I think
but
we
he's
really...
like upstairs.
Cuinn, I love you.
Oh.
And I'll just
Stop.
turn around and...
Well, I don't mean to insert myself in this situation, but I just... if it's so dangerous, and if it is as simple as just walking in the room and taking it from an unconscious person, why wouldn't you want to try?
Because, Sydney, listen, I've been around a long time, and nothing is ever as simple as you think it's going to be when you think about it in your head, okay? You walk into a room and suddenly, things are a little bit harder, okay? So excuse me for just... Oh, wow.
Rosie, do you mind if I say something? Just
Please,
one suggestion.
Morton, just say...
As long as it's not about you dying.
Since we're here, well, now it's gonna be. No, I don't say that. I don't say that. Well, if we can ask. What the fuck is her name? Liaga. Thank you. We can ask Liaga if anyone matching that description purchased a secret package. She won't be able to say if they had or not. If they didn't, we'll know that he's there. We can at least put out an attempt at the front desk and not have to go through the rigmarole. Because I agree with you. I agree that putting ourselves in that harm's way would be, dangerous given the last few hours,
Okay.
But we should at least see if we can tell if somebody came and checked in without the secret package, package, maybe not Quiz, maybe Edmund or Tommy Two
Tunes.
Tommy Two Tunes, thank you.
Tones,
Tommy
I
Two
thought.
Tones, yes.
Tones, tunes?
Tommy Two
Tunes.
Tones.
Two tunes.
How many
Two
tunes?
There's a lot of names. Can you all just go a little bit slower?
Yes, certainly. But
She's
also,
writing all of this down.
Lucas, Lucas, if I recall, there was a Lucas as one of the...
Maybe we could disguise ourselves into his different people that we know, and then see if she recognizes us.
Yes, but just something
Where's
without
my
running
room?
into a room.
I like it.
We could also go check on the boat, and if the boat isn't leaving for another couple hours, and we have to wait anyway. But if the boat's leaving right now, or we're gonna miss it, let's go to the boat
You all
first.
just really want to fight Quiz, don't you?
No, we want to get rid of that magical object that Quiz has.
And if he's
It's just so
unconscious,
convenient.
like Edmund says, because he clearly hasn't shown up like he said he was, and like Sydney said he was supposed to. And if we have time to do the opportunity of just seeing, and if not, we get the hell out of there.
When will we have another chance?
Right.
I mean, if it's a stealth operation, I'm pretty sneaky.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
true,
like I said, we go to the docks first, and I don't want to miss a boat or anything like that. Put our names down, or I don't really know.
Oh, I heard you needed a boat. Hello, do you need a boat?
Oh,
Sand
yeah,
ship?
sand one that goes on sand.
Of course. Well, we have one sand ship leaving today. That would be the Solar Flare, captained by one Xena Sandwalker. She is leaving at sundown.
That's what.
What time is it right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
she looks outside. It seems to be a little past midday.
Right, so we've got the time.
Excellent. Let's do it.
All right.
And I'll take the dagger out and say, "Seek lightning." It's up, pointing up.
Straight up.
Liaga, can I?
Yes. Hello.
Question. Has anybody named Edmund, Tommy, Quiz, or I think Lucas checked in the past
yes,
few
one
minutes?
of those names has checked in. However, they did purchase the secret package, and so I will need you to purchase the unsecret locking in order for me to tell you this information.
That's smart.
All right.
We can do
How
that.
much is that?
That's going to be 50 gold.
All right,
We're
there you
a
go.
little
And
strapped for cash.
I give 50 gold immediately. I give 50 gold. As a matter of fact, I give 60
Is there
gold.
any other way that we can pay for that?
I give 60 gold and just say the 10 is for you. I appreciate
I would say maybe, but he's given me the coin. So she takes the coin and she says, "Yes, one Quiz Rizik, very terrifying individual. has been stuck in his room for days and will not come out, but he's paid for the room, so technically he cannot make it.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
I very much appreciate that.
Has he been making a lot of noise, or just pretty much kept quiet?
We don't know what he is doing in there. We've never heard anything, and we've come to the door and we've knocked, and we don't know. Unfortunately, we cannot open the door.
Yeah, and he obviously wasn't a spider. I mean, when you saw it.
No, full-fledged creepy white man.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
White men are the worst.
You couldn't happen to like give us the key to his room or something, right? That'd be against protocol.
She's just like,
Anything we could do to convince you?
What is she looking at?
Clego.
She kind of like is very flattered.
Ooh.
And there's a key on the counter that the other Liaga from the bar has brought over, and is like not looking at you all, going.
I'll take the key.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
there a room number on it?
You get the vibe that they do not like.
It's a problem that they want us to solve.
Yes.
All right.
There is a room number.
Is there
It's
anybody
12.
who wants to stay down here in case, for whatever reason, Quiz or whoever they are tries to escape? Rosie, if you do not want to come up and do that, I mean, that's completely understandable.
No, I'm gonna come. If we're all. It's all or nothing, baby.
Rosie, there's a fine bottle of wine of a good vintage year with your name on it. I promise you that.
Morton, I've never liked you more.
Wow.
Oh. Get a little teary-eyed, and then my recently stabbed wound just like winces a little bit, even though it was healed. Just like, yeah.
Oh, do you drink? Because I have it in my notes that you're sober.
A lot's changed,
In my notes.
my love.
Recently fell off the wagon.
Fell off of a wagon.
All right, I like Caligo.
Is anybody? It's G. Willikers. I will never call you Caligo.
Yeah.
You can't give me a name like G. Willikers.
G. Whitakers.
G. Whitaker.
G. Whitakers.
Is anybody like not good at sneaking? Maybe they should.
I can make us all pretty good.
I was gonna say if we do the
Yeah.
same thing.
With May's help, I'm.
I don't know, Quinn. You
How
were
long
kinda
does
loud
pass?
last
How long
time,
does pass without trace
so.
last?
I think it's concentration up to an hour. Let me check.
If it's up to an hour, you still got it going.
Yeah, concentration up to an hour.
Stack.
Oh,
Everybody
my
gets
God.
a plus 20.
I can't allow that.
Yeah.
That'd be too much.
I wouldn't either, but I had to ask.
That's what a coward would say. A badass would let it stack.
I'm actually like pretty good at sneaking, but I've made the life choice to wear heavy armor. So it's like
What? Well,
You can
could
stay
go
down here
into-
if you want. In case he tries to run, you can be on guard. Like this the whole time.
We could bring you up in your little thing.
Oh yeah, great! Thanks, Morton. Here, can you grab it? I hand it to Morton.
Grab
Oh, I was gonna
his
say,
little thing,
I
Morton.
was gonna say, why is it by your belt? Weird. Grab it, pull it up.
I had a free belt loop.
As soon as he grabs it, Flint smokes into the vase.
All right.
Are we
I
just
clip-
looking to steal the lightning
clip it
thing?
on.
Or are we killing him? What's the plan here?
Yeah, what are we actually trying to get at here?
We definitely want to
just-
get
we're
the
looking-
the weapon
lightning.
away
Yeah.
from him. Yes.
Black lightning.
If he wakes up, you know.
Okay, all right.
But
Who's the
whatever
best
you need
thief
to
I want
here?
to fight him right now.
no, I don't think so. I'm sorry, Rosie.
We will do what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, shall we? You have the room number, Quinn.
Yeah, well, who's gonna actually go in and do the thieving? Who's the best? I'm pretty experienced. I know May is.
I'm pretty
Maybe
good at
Quinn and
it.
I can go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but remember you just died.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know
I
what?
can
I
be
did, but-
pretty sneaky, I think, with this. So I don't know about like pickpocket. So maybe I just hover behind you guys.
I have been known to pick a pocket.
I haven't. So
Also, I
could just-
can while I'm inside
Jesus,
my
Flint.
necklace. Oh, I'm just-
I'm just His head like pushes mine over because it's on my back.
Just my lips come out of the end of the urn. I can actually hear while I'm in there, so like we don't have to do this now, but in the future you can leave my necklace somewhere, and I can just kind of passively listen.
That's an awesome.
Great to know.
Thank you, Flint.
That
Wonderful.
Yeah, that
really
is
good.
Well, I guess Cuinn, May, myself, we can sneak in.
do it.
Is
Sure.
less more for this of like
Is anyone passive perception above a 18?
mine's at 18. No, it's not.
No.
That's insight. Never mind.
My passive intelligence is an 18. But no.
I'll tell you now. My wisdom is a 20, and it's only 15.
Okay,
Wow.
gotcha. So that would only okay, well, Sydney is not with the group, and neither is the key.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Son of a bitch.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, I was like, well, she's gonna die.
She has no idea what she's walking.
Yeah, we should go fast.
She might.
Yeah. I mean,
you
fast
run
but
up-
sneaky, but we got the sneakiness of the spell,
what?
right? So like, is
Yeah.
I
And
just
also-
imagine the line of us going like this in the middle of the ride.
Up the stairs. You actually don't need to roll stealth check. Because as all of you get to room 12, you find the door wide open,
Oh,
and you find Sydney standing over a figure that is lying in the bed, unmoving. The figure of Quiz Isaac. She looks at you. What?
Shut up!
What? She slaps Quiz. Nothing happens.
oh God! Oh,
Is there?
I'll walk in and.
I pop
Out of
out and
peace.
slap him.
Rosie, what do you say?
Is there any sign of lightning?
It is literally leaned up against a wall, like 3 feet away from him.
Grabbing it.
Okay. Rosie, also make a religion check, or actually, instead of that, roll like your spell attack modifier. So your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus.
16.
Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind, Morton.
While we're in there now, knowing that he's slappable and is not getting up, I'd love to investigate the room to see if there's anything else of import beyond the staff, like anything new that we could collect and take or take in.
Well, we're robbing him
information-wise.
blind.
For sure, roll an investigation check.
Oh!
Caligo G. Caligo.
Iligo.
Galigo.
Iligo. I want to inspect the body.
Okay.
Like a medicine check to see.
Yes.
Oh.
Perfect.
I got a 22.
Thank you. Roll a medicine check. Is that what you were going to do, Chad?
I was gonna search his body for like items on his person.
Yeah, I'm not looking for items. I'm
Okay.
looking.
I will. You'll be able to find whatever you can find on him. You got a 17 on the medicine.
17,
Okay. So first of all, as you approach the body, Cuinn, to slap it, are you actually doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do that, Sydney says, "I'm sorry. I felt guilty with everything that happened, and I thought maybe if I could just take care of it. Quiz is kind of the reason he's here is kind of because of me a little bit."
Yeah, but I think he's a lot more dangerous than you might realize.
Slap.
Not right now.
As that's happening, you see this, and Caligo, as you come up, you also notice this, and so do you, Chad. You notice this. Caligo, with your medicine check, first of all, Quiz is alive, is breathing. But you notice that one, Quiz looks like malnourished. He looks like he hasn't eaten in days. You notice very dehydrated lips, as if he hadn't had water for days. So that's what you get with the medicine check. And then all of you, very obviously, hear him talking underneath his breath. And as you get closer, Caligo, you hear multiple voices that you don't recognize arguing. Chad, you hear a very familiar voice. A couple very familiar voices, as it sounds like Tommy, Lucas, and Edmund.
I was right. There was a Lucas.
Their voices are coming out of Quiz's mouth.
What?
Very subtly. Very subtly, but they seem to be arguing, and you can barely make out a word here or there. And Rosie. Sorry. Go ahead, Chad.
No, if this is happening at the same time, I was going to do a reaction to that, so...
Yeah, go do a reaction to it.
I would just, like, lean down and, like, to hear a little bit more clearly, but then, like, in his ear whisper, Edmund, are you there? Can you hear us, Edmund?
You say that, and then you hear very slightly from the Quiz's mouth. Chad? Oh, Chad, is that you?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Did you actually find us?
You're gonna wake him up.
No, it's Edmund. It's Edmund, guys.
I don't
still
care
whispering even though I don't have to. I'm like, it's Edmund.
Rosie.
I'll take out my rape.
As you're kind of watching all of this happen, you grab lightning.
Oh, shit.
And you feel a surge of power kind of enter your arms. And something about that power activating within you triggers a thought. Something that you haven't heard about in a very long time. But suddenly, Quiz makes so much sense.
Ah, boy. Fuck.
Because, no, not like that.
Oh.
Oh.
The existence of Quiz makes so much sense to Rosie. The powers that Quiz had seemed multiple and from different sources. Quiz Rizek might be a changeling, but Edmund Praetor is not. And neither is Lucas Kenwright. And neither is Tommy Two Tunes. Because they are their own individual people.
Uh-oh.
What Quiz Rizek has done is a ancient, dark magic that Rosie has heard about before, that has allowed him to actually absorb the entities of Edmund Praetor, Lucas Kenwright, and Tommy Two Tunes.
Jesus.
And not only absorb their knowledge and their memories, but their powers as well. And that is what made Quiz so powerful. But there is one thing that can stop this from happening, and it is what Edmund and Lucas and Tommy are currently doing. They don't know how it's working. They still think that they are personalities of this changeling because they don't have any of their memories. But they are fighting back for control of their own bodies.
So, we just stab Quiz right now?
What?
Or-
Whoa. What?
That's what I'm thinking.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
But didn't Chad just say they're talking to?
I could hear Edmund. I don't.
And
Yeah,
Lucas.
They're all
and
one person.
Rosie, there is another solution.
Oh, tell me, Black Lightning.
Um,
I'm like holding it to my ear.
it's not the staff that's talking to you.
I know, but
But you do no. But what I'm saying is you feel
Hello?
Dune's presence, as there is an ability
Oh.
that you have recently gotten and have recently used that you feel like might be useful in this situation. Do you know what I'm referring to? A certain spell.
Death.
Death Blight.
Rosie's a death tyrant.
There's a part of you that wonders what would happen if you cast Remove Curse on Quiz Rizek.
Oh shit.
it's that easy?
Who
Who are you
knows?
talking to?
Do it.
Everybody, get out of my way!
What are you?
Okay.
Hold on.
Jesus,
What are you
what-
doing?
what's going
Rub
on?
my hands together like
Sure.
a defibrillator.
I get out of her way. I'm just like,
What
okay.
the fuck is happening?
Okay, so while everyone in the party is yelling at Rosie, she pushes them aside. You don't feel yourself. You feel yourself angry in this moment. You feel yourself wanting to take control in this moment, wanting to trust your gut and not debate every single decision that needs to happen.
I don't care about
We don't do that.
And you feel your hands light with this warm glow, and as you put them on Quiz's body and cast the spell Remove Curse, Quiz screams. Ah! And starts to just
take out my weapons
and starts to just convulse. And his hands and arms flail. And as they do, you see a trail. As if it was like a delayed video of his arms behind him. Except one arm is slightly tan, wearing gray robes. One arm is almost an orangish skin, wearing red robes. One's shorter than the rest. And you start to see Quiz as he flails start to separate and twist and turn, and one quick motion he shoots forward from the bed and stands as he does, and almost as if you were watching, like, what's the best way I can describe this, like cells dividing.
Mitosis.
You see Edmund Praetor step out of the body of Quizrizik. You see Lucas Kinwright step out of the body of Quizrizik. And you see Tommy Tutoon step out of the body of Quizrizik. As 4 separate individuals now stand in this room. And Quiz starts to shrink and wither. And his arms, his muscular arms, as dehydrated and malnourished as they are, become weak. And his hair, full locks, becomes wispy and thin. His translucent skin begins to wrinkle and fall. As the entities that were giving him strength for so long are removed from his body, as the curse that he has put over them has lifted. Edmund's kind of standing there.
Hi.
Oh. What? Oh no, am I Quiz again?
No, I think you're you. You're Edmund.
Yeah, you're definitely not, because I'm here too, mate. Lucas kind of steps to the side.
We could have kept Lucas in there, probably.
And then
What the fuck?
Tommy jumps out of this lineup of people and says, "All right, holy shit, let's get a party going, shall we?"
Yeah.
Bro, how did you...
Quiz starts to cough.
I pull out my dagger and walk towards it. So what's the protocol here?
Do it.
You see him reaching towards Tommy and Lucas and Edmund.
I grab an arm and just like
I grab the other arm.
Does everyone else want to get a hit on this, or is it just gonna be me?
That's kind of morbid.
Yeah, all you, man.
All right. And I just drive it directly into his forehead.
He falls to the ground, bleeding this deep purple goo from within his translucent skin.
Ew.
Wow.
Oh shit, that's on the sheet.
That's
on the sheets. That's on the sheets.
Oh yeah, Leah.
What
Yeah,
the
I was
hell
not
is
gonna be happy with
that
that.
thing?
I don't
That's
know.
Quiz.
I pull out the dagger and see the like, what is the goo kind of?
It's just changeling blood.
It's just changing blood?
Yeah.
Good. Great. All right.
So, you guys are...
Alright, are you telling me that you just all... So wait, we're not...
No. Looks like Rosie saved you.
Man, I
That
remember.
was wild, Rosie.
I remember
That was
everything.
crazy. How'd you do that?
Well, he took me. He took all of us. Lucas kind of nods his head. Right. Can't believe it. I remember everything that happened now. It's like he made us a part of him. I forgot who I was for the longest time. This is very weird.
You were cursed.
Oh, it was a curse?
Edmund bends down and picks you up and like spins you around.
Evan!
Oh, Rosie! I can't tell you how happy I am. Listen, I know you think I do a lot of bad boy magic, but this is, I can't tell you how appreciative I am of you helping me anyway. I promise you, if I can ever use my bad boy magic to help you in any way, shape, or form, I'll do it, right?
Edmund, you use your bad boy magic whenever the fuck you feel like it.
Who is this person?
It's
Now put me
Edmund.
down. We have to go. We have important things to do. Right,
Gonna
everyone?
go?
We got quiz.
Yeah, you can.
We should probably tell Liaga about the
Yeah, absolutely.
mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like cleaning it with like Quiz's clothing that he was wearing.
Lucas walks up to the body of Quiz. You see him kind of stare down in anger, and you swear you see flames behind his pupils roar as he just places one hand on the body of Quiz, and the body starts erupting into flame.
I wanted to get some blood. I wanted to get some of that blood.
It's on my dagger. It's on my dagger. There's still a tiny drop at the end.
We might have been able to sell that goo to some.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We need some new goo.
Taste it.
I'm not gonna taste it. He was a piece of shit. What it possesses?
That was a good
Yeah, fuck
idea,
that
but
guy.
is it gonna catch, or is the room gonna be on fire now?
No, just his body's gonna burn, as it fucking
Okay.
should. Good riddance. He spits on
Agreed.
the flames.
Agreed.
Not wrong
He looks
about
over
that.
it. He looks over at you, Rosie. All right, you were useful. Thanks. And then he just walks out the room.
Oh, bye.
That's-
Good to
yep.
see you.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not surprised. We didn't
Nope.
know him long, but he kind of seemed like that.
Yeah. that's-
Cool. Yeah.
Maybe we should like stop him from leaving because he seems like volatile and not a good guy.
You
Not
want
on us.
you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll run after him. Hey, come back. Hey,
What?
hey. Congratulations on your new life. This is great. By remember me, I'm Flint. Handshake.
No, I don't remember you. He just looks at your hand.
You don't remember me? You know
No,
what?
actually, as a matter of fact, I remember most of that group in there, but I don't remember if I ever talked to you.
I mean, we had many conversations, I feel like, or maybe.
Maybe you just have one of those very unmemorable faces.
Excuse me?
Maybe you just have one of those unmemorable faces. Sorry, I can't tell with dwarves how old you are. You must be quite elderly.
All right. I am going to take out my staff and probably bonk you on the head with it, unless you leave.
That's what I was actively doing, mate.
Well, good. I hope you leave.
And he turns and he just starts to walk away.
Okay, I walk back in the room. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Alright.
okay.
Is the fire out?
The fire, literally, you see the ashes of the body start to form, and you look at the sheet underneath where the body was, and it seems untouched.
Wow.
Amazing.
neat.
Cool.
Let's yeah, we'll tell Liaga. Do we clean this up? And just
Liaga,
management clean
are
up?
we here at the Mirage right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Tommy, you can go crazy downstairs. Let me tell you.
alright,
Yeah, have
no,
fun.
This.
What year is it?
Oh.
1174.
Perfect. The ban is over, and he starts to run out.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
bye, Tommy. Good to see you.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll get this cleaned up, and then we go to the ship and wait, so we can
staff.
go.
Was it really that simple? Is everything over?
What?
Well,
Oh.
a lot of things are not over.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, I did roll my 22 investigation before, like, the.
Oh, yes.
Whole
Thank
ordeal.
you,
Body
thank
was
you, thank you,
burned.
thank
Is
you,
there?
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, you find 20 platinum.
Jesus.
That's
Um,
nothing.
you also find
Just leaving that out.
you also find a group of letters that have been wrapped together with twine that seem to be between the spider quiz and the ram, the gecko, the lion, the wolf, and other members of the Animalia.
Anything else?
Nope.
Cool. I put that like in the inside pocket of my cloak. Like, let me go through those.
So you're meaning to tell me that it's over? That I'm no longer
free to do whatever you want.
Yeah. And the curse is over, so.
Rosie, I can't thank you enough.
Welcome.
Is there anything that I could do to repay you for your kindness?
Just while we're here, you aren't a level 9 magic user, are you?
Pretty good at what I do, but I don't think that quite to the capability that you're probably seeking.
Okay.
But if you wouldn't mind, and he kneels down on one knee and puts his arm on the other knee and kind of bows his head. In the name of the Evergreen Sea, I, Edmund Praetor, vow myself to you, Rosie Pintwee, in servitude, protection, and friendship, as long as you will have me. And he looks up.
Okay, hi. Thank you. I have another bodyguard too. This is Caligo. And so if at any point we're traveling in what seems to be a dangerous area, if you could just flank me, very cool. That would be very cool. And then also promise to also protect all of my friends, including me.
Right. No, I go. It'll be a pleasure to work with you, Caligo. And I just want to say I know that your group here, you can all take care of each other, and I know that we didn't see each other last on the best of terms, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the spider tattoo. I hope you can believe me when I say I knew Quiz was a bad man, but I thought I put him away for a long time, and I didn't know what he was truly involved in, what he was truly capable of. And when I saw the tattoos on Roderick's arm, and I just kind of went into a bit of a denial. Rosie.
Insight.
Yeah, go and roll. Yeah, go and roll insight check, Rosie.
Just for remembrance, did he know he had the spider tattoo? Edmund?
He did know he had the spider tattoo. Yeah.
Does he have it now?
You look down, he does not have the spider tattoo.
Cool. Good thing.
As he's talking about it, he pulls up the sleeves.
14 for insight.
As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth. He seems to hold a lot of remorse. He seems to have truly not known much about what was happening. But what he did hide was once he did see the tattoos. Like, that's the part that's true, is like he did hide something, but it truly wasn't until it wasn't like a long big scheme. It was like basically he hid something from you all for like less than 24 hours, really. It was a big thing, but yeah. So I understand if some of you never want to see me again, and you see him kind of like very shyly look towards Chad, and then looks down again. But if you'd have me, I'd love to finish the job I set forth to do a few weeks ago. There you go.
Lego's thinking. Is he he rolled with you before? Is he associated with a deity, or?
That's a good question, Rosie.
Does he still have those urns around his neck?
Oh yeah.
Wait here.
Edmund does still have the urn around his neck. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. So you look
Whoa.
through.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
You look through the lens. You do not see any sort of symbolism of a deity. But standing behind Edmund,
oh fuck,
you see a figure that is familiar and strange at the same time. You see a 4-armed individual that seems to be made purely of ice, that is floating above Edmund and behind Edmund, propelled by a whirling tornado of water underneath them. They are wearing a crown that seems to be kind of like the Night King. It's a crown, but it's almost made of their skull.
Mm-hmm.
And they are standing cross-armed, looking around at everyone. And then as soon as they see that you see them, the tornado kind of envelops them as a whole and disappears.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but it looks like we got another primordial.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
No
cool.
offense, Edmund.
No, that part was true. Quiz took my powers from me, but I am a primordial mage.
Can you grow more arms too?
What?
No. So no. Okay. Never mind.
Well, Flint can grow. Flint grew arms the other day.
Yeah, it was a new
yes.
thing.
Oh, right. Well,
And his
did grow some
legs
couple
like
arms.
disappeared.
Couple of.
Can you do it again? Wait, maybe you shouldn't do it right now.
Yeah, it's kind of tight in this room as it is.
Yeah.
It's like 10 of us in here.
Just know, Edmund, that I can grow 2 extra arms and float from the ground. And
True.
I think we're me and you are both primordial. So at some point you'll have to dish all the gossip.
Well, it
sure,
says,
yeah.
What you're what, like Earth or something, based on your like rocks and stuff. What about yours? Yours was water based, if I correct? Is that what you saw, Rosie?
Like storm.
Kind
stuff.
of, yeah. It's more of a storm thing, right? Yeah.
Well, then that means there's probably 2 more primordial mages out there.
At least.
Actually,
I'm sure
there
they're
was
cool as hell.
Rosie would know that there are 10 ancient primordials.
Oh, damn.
So only 4. So that's unless anyone has anything to correct me.
Yeah,
on that,
just
I
probably
think
like
only
4
the 4
elements.
elements.
Yeah.
It feels
Sense to
good
me.
to be one of 4, like such a small number.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So would you all really not mind if I join you again?
No, please come with us. The more
I'd
the
like
merrier.
it.
We're going to
see my
try to save
mother-in-law,
you.
though.
Yeah.
We're gonna see my mother-in-law.
Why? What happened to you? And there we're gonna take a little bio
Oh,
break.
boy.
We'll explain to you off screen.
Dexterity check.
And when we come back, actually, it's funny that you say that, Matt. When we come back, we'll allow a little bit of time to have passed, as you all kind of catch Edmund up on what has happened.
Yeah.
When we come back, we will see how the rest of this session goes and where our party is able to travel to. So don't go anywhere. Stand up, stretch, maybe hydrate. But we will be right back.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or
Hell yeah.
dihydrate?
Or dihydrate.
Okay, we're live.
Oh!
I didn't count down or anything. I just wanted to mess with my people.
I'm still eating dip, Zach.
You can't mess with the man's dip time.
Oh, you're eating dip. Gotcha.
Dip on stream.
Eric's talking like this.
Listen, y'all.
Listen,
Yeah, I chew tobacco now.
Yum.
Okay, so anyway. Hi, we're back.
Oh, you were serious. I honestly thought you were joking.
So, no, we were live when I said we were live.
Oh, so we're live?
Yes, we're live currently.
Great.
We're live.
We'll cut this out. Because I assume we're not live.
Okay, so last we left off, our party had just removed the curse from Quiz technically, but it affected the other people much more, as this villain that the party had was really no match for his own dastardly deeds, as they came back to haunt him, and they subdued him, and Rosie was able to remove the curse and bring back asshole Lucas, fiend Tommy Two Tunes.
Fiend.
And Fiend. Yeah,
I'm Tommy Tutu. Am I a fiend?
You are a fiend for sure. Okay. And the ever so grateful Edmund Praetor. And Morton. We discussed this over break, but Morton would have went down and told Liaga about the dead body and the mess, and Liaga simply gave Morton a knowing nod and a wink, and maybe a slight thank you, as they did not enjoy dealing with that. And as the rest of the party made their way to the docks and caught Edmund up on everything the sand docks, and caught Edmund up on everything else that had happened, Cuinn, you stayed behind and did some quick purchasing. Is it just me, or is Eric like super stuttery?
Am I stuttering?
Okay, so it's just me. Okay, so
I don't notice it.
So everyone is super stuttery for me. Great.
Oh.
It's honestly really creepy looking.
I've been moving like this for like forever.
Okay, maybe it'll just stop. I don't know what to do with this.
Should I move faster? Would that help?
Hold on. Hey,
Should I move?
Hey, stream. We'll be right back.
Bananas.
They unfortunately did not hear the bananas. I apologize.
No peppers.
I didn't. That was just for you, Zach.
but the stuttering has kind of been fixed. Anyway, Cuinn, what do you buy from the Mirage?
Drugs.
Okay.
I would like to buy some of that flour if I can.
Okay, what color?
I mean, how much is it? Can I buy in bulk here? I just came into 10,000 gold and emerald.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the party's fund, I know, but it's not me right now.
It can also be party drugs, so.
Right,
Here,
I'm gonna share.
I'll solve this. If you would like, you can approach me, and I can maybe give you some of the platinum that I took from Quiz.
Don't need it. I got so much money.
Oh, that's right. You're fucking rich. Get out of here.
Okay, so let's see here. I mean, how much is Cuinn realistically looking to buy?
I mean, it's a long trip.
It is.
Maybe 2 of each.
At least
10,000 gold worth.
I can give
Depending
you
on how much they are.
5 uses of 1 flower for 30 gold.
And there's how many
How many
colors?
flowers? There was 4.
There was red, blue, black, and yellow, I think.
Black and yellow.
So if I get all of them, that'd be 150 gold.
Yes.
5 uses of each.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Okay. All right.
And then a bunch of booze, just like liquor, hard liquor.
Put down 50 gold. You'll have like as much liquor as you want.
Sweet. So 200 gold.
Morton.
While talking to Liaga, I would have done this. I do get a very nice bottle of wine and write Rosie's name on it and give it to her.
That's cute.
It's as big as me.
How much would that have been?
I'll include it with Wynn's price.
Okay.
Okay, so you all make your way, finishing catching up Edmund on everything. He's kind of reeling from the events of the past couple of weeks. You all have certainly gotten into quite a bit since I last saw you. Sorry I wasn't there to help.
Oh, we don't blame you, Edmund.
We're glad you're here now. I didn't think we were ever going to have just you back.
I don't blame you for feeling that way, and I'm glad to be back as well. And I'm really looking forward to getting to know you, Kaliko. And you can see like a tinge of like jealousy in Edmund's voice. Seems you're really fitting in really well. It seems you took care of you're taking care of the group. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to meet you too. I don't know how long I'll be sticking around with the group, but I'm happy to be a part of it for while I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. And then from a distance, you hear, Caligo! And you see docked at one of these docks is a large ship that literally just looks as if it is supposed to be in water, but is sitting in this powdery sand. And on top of it, you see a woman waving her arms down towards Caligo. Caligo, you recognize this woman as Xena Sandwalker, and she kind of looks back towards the boat. Everyone, G is back. G's here, and G, you definitely won over the crew of the Solar Flare in your time traveling with them. All of you who see Xena, I'll show you what she looks like. You very quickly recognize the similarities between her and her brother, Kane. And I'll show you Xena. That's Xena Sandwalker.
What a reaction.
Damn.
As you see her like waving her arms. And a couple of other people kind of like peek up their heads. They're a little bit harder to see against the sun. And this large ship, you see why it gets its name, the Solar Flare, as unfurled from this ship are large sails that are like reddish orange in color and shimmering in the sunlight. And as you all approach, Xena jumps off the back of the ship with a rope and swings down towards the deck next to all of you and kind of lands and just immediately wraps her arms around Caligo and says, "Oh, Caligo, it is so good to see you. I know that I saw you earlier this morning, but it's just been so long. And you see her like lean forward and like grab Caligo's cheeks.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Xena. These are those people that I was telling you about.
Oh, mission accomplished. She kind of like nods against you. Hello, everyone. Hello, my name is Xena Sandwalker. If you're friends of Caligo, you're friends of mine. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Well, honestly, Xena,
Okay.
we've been better.
Yeah, no,
It's been a long couple days.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, you're welcome to Soltira. This is a great place. Lots of good things.
No, it's not.
Oh,
We actually want to get out of here as immediately as possible. We're heading north.
I would also like to say that little drop down there, that was just, my God.
oh,
the
thank you.
dexterity.
Flattery will get you everywhere, my love.
Oh, I am quite the flatterer. I'll tell you that.
Stop it.
I'll tell you
It's
that.
so good to see that Caligo has recommended us for your transportation. I very much appreciate this. Are you traveling north through the Drea Sands? You need transport?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wonderful. The Solar Flare is leaving as soon as we fill up our roster, which is, well, with the one that we have on board right now, this is it. So that's great. All right.
Who's the other one on board?
Moliander is his name.
Moliander?
Moliander, yes. You'll meet him. He's a very eccentric, cool guy. Never seen someone who looks like him before. Crazy looking dude. He's cool though.
What does he look like?
He's got purple skin, horns. It's crazy. So anyway, I just want to tell all of you that we are very happy to have you. Because you are filling out the roster, we can leave whenever you want. I would like to introduce you to the Solar Flare and the crew. Please come with me, And she kind of just like jogs up the bridge leading to the ship. Prek, if you could come here, please, Prek. And you see all of these individuals you are very aware of, Caligo. But you see a orcish man who looks a little bit different than the other orcish individuals that you've seen before. He's kind of tall and lanky, wearing spectacles. And he kind of comes up with this like book in hand, and he says, "Hi, yeah, my name's Prek Radre. I am the navigation specialist of the Solar Flare. So pleasure to meet you. Welcome aboard.
Nice to meet
Captain,
you.
I have our chart course, and I can go over this with you at any time, but I would prefer it to happen. And she kind of puts up her hand. I understand, Break. Maybe not when I'm showing new customers around the boat. Okay, everybody, come over here. You can meet Wilma, and you all see Wilma step out from like the cabin of this ship. You know Wilma to be the chef of this individual of the ship, Caligo, and she is a big, burly woman, super muscular. And she steps out of the ship and she says, "Hello, Wilma is my name. I can fix very good food for you to eat."
Hello, Wilma.
Did itself. That is.
Why is everyone on this crew very hot?
Wait, was there a
Wilma.
picture?
Yes, I showed it. Did I not show it?
You did.
I see it.
It's in, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I'll show it again.
Good God.
And she kind of gestures over to
Yes.
this like hardened individual. He's another orcish man, except he has very light, almost white skin, which is something that you've not seen on an orc before. But you see this large man come over, and she says, "This is Mr. Gruel. Mr. Gruel is he's my first mate. He's my best man. Yeah, come on, Mr. Gruel." And she like leans over, and he looks and grabs her fist, kind of shakes it a little bit. Hello, I'm Mr. Gruel. That's what you can call me, because that's what I am. Welcome aboard the Solar Flag. And then, last but not least, we have the twins.
More twins?
Hello, twins!
There's too many twins.
Twins, yeah, hello, twins.
Coming down from
Hi.
the crow's nest, you see two more figures kind of like flipping and falling down the ropes and masts of the ships, and they both land very soft on their feet. And as they rise up, you see two tabaxis. One is kind of one is black furred with kind of like fur coming kind of out of her cheeks a little bit. She seems to be a little bit fluffier. The other one is like a calico pattern in nature. And she says, "These are our twins, Daisy and Luna. They are
Stop it.
they are they help this ship run. Really, they're the heart of the ship. So they're a couple of troublemakers. So don't do anything." And she kind of like under her breath like looks over, and Daisy looks over the rest of you and she says, "Hi." And Luna kind of like bows her head. She says, "Hi, lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet all of you. Hi."
Does Luna not have any teeth? That looks...
She doesn't like. Oh, please do not mention.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
sorry.
mention.
It looks great on her.
And
though.
Luna kind of like her face gets a little bit sad, and she starts to like look away. And Daisy steps up in front of her. "You got a problem with my sister's lack of teeth? Because I can make you feel very relatable to her if you would like."
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend your sister. I was just very impressed with that fact about her, and that's my apologies. I love you. I mean, I
love you too.
Well,
And she starts to walk away. And Xena turns to the rest of you and she says, "Well, welcome to the Solar Flare. Please bring your You don't really have luggage." Hey.
Emotional.
Oh goodness, yes, you can get some drinks in me. We'll have some conversations about the emotional luggage. I'll tell you, yes, I have numerous and Mr. Gruel kind of like pats Xena on the shoulder and she says, "Oh yes, so please make yourself at home. You will find cabins on the inside. Some of you, I think at least 2 of you will have to double up. I apologize, but hopefully you don't mind. So yes, welcome aboard the Solar Flare. We will leave in probably half an hour or so."
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Of course, yes, thank you.
And I go up to Wilma. Hey, hello. My name is.
She's
Flint.
like as tall as Caligo.
I look up. My name is Flint Boulderbender. It is an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes.
If you need any help in the kitchen or just kind of anything else, I get down on one knee. I pledge myself to you.
She, you see her kind of like look over at Xena, like with her brow furrowed. And Xena kind of says, Wilma does not speak common, so she doesn't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Honestly, is that better for me?
What language does she speak?
Sildiran.
Oh. I actually can understand Sildiran, so I look at Wilma.
She nods. She doesn't know what you're saying. She just nods.
I nod my head as if I think that she knows what I'm saying.
So do you all find a cabin for yourselves?
I do.
All right, so
I
you.
think Cuinn and I probably bunk.
Yeah. Does anybody else?
Actually, maybe Sydney and I might.
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean I don't want
to. Yeah, no problem. I've always wanted my
Sydney
own
just
room.
walks.
I'll
Sydney
run
just
away.
walks. Sydney walks. Sydney also runs away. Sydney runs away, but she doesn't run into the cabin like you do. So she like gets to the edge of the ship and is like. So she just kind of like leans over.
To cash. Super cash.
Oh my god.
Does anybody who else doubles up?
If they're protecting me, probably I would probably have Edmund and Clego.
If that is what you would prefer, Rosie, of course. I
Well,
understand
how are you
diligently.
going to protect me if you're not there?
I should have known. I apologize. I
Don't
apologize.
beat yourself up. I'm sorry. I've just really had a rough few
Rosie,
months.
you've had the worst weeks that anyone could ever experience in their life. You've lost children, loved ones. You've slain horrible individuals.
Wow.
Lost your life almost. I can't imagine how you've kept it together, and it's very impressive. Please never apologize for your behavior to me.
In the back of my head, I'm like, oh yeah. Ilmater. Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Ilmater is actually Caligo.
Oh god, sorry. Primordial. Okay,
Yeah.
wow. So much lore in my head.
I know. I'm sorry.
Edmund was not this paladin-y when I met him. We were picking pockets mostly for fun.
However, remember the Edmund that, right before he disappeared, Edmund was one of the main reasons the party continued to help Rosie, is because he was like, listen, I don't care what you guys are doing, but I'm going to help this woman and help her, get the revenge on whatever. And so Edmund just kind of like accompanies Rosie, avoiding eye contact with you, Chad, and
oh god,
continues walking. Yeah, the
Lord!
last time Chad and Edmund talked in person did not. It's not that it went poorly, but it definitely there was just a lot of stuff left unsaid.
And then he betrayed us, so that's great.
So as you all find your cabin, you all are able to throw your bags in, and then you kind of go to this common area that Caligo is very aware of, and you see who must be the other passenger on this ship. As you see a species that is probably new to maybe every single one of you, except for Rosie. You might have heard of this type of individual. This is a tiefling. He has purple skin, red eyes. He has kind of purple ram horns almost. He's wearing a very intricate and ornate robe, very multicolored. And he kind of looks at everyone as they walk in. Hello, nice to meet all of you. I see that you are the other passengers on board the Solar Flare. And he's kind of
Yes.
shuffling and playing with a deck of cards.
Yes, hello. Moliander, the captain.
Yes, Moliander is the name.
Oh my god.
That is correct. He's got to shuffle his cards back
God
and
damn
forth.
I walk over.
Been a long time.
Been a while.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
You shake his hand?
Yeah, pleasure.
Oh yes, wonderful. Pleasure to meet you. He's continuing to kind of just like mess with the cards, like almost like a fidget toy.
Are you a card magician or a card wizard? You're very good at that.
A card wizard. How dumb. No, not as in dumb funny. Like you're trying to be funny, right? I'm not good with people. I tell you a fortune if you would like. I'm a fortune teller.
Like, wait, hold on though. Are you like one of the charlatans who does it like, oh, your next love is going to be...
I understand what you're saying, but no, I can truly see it. I don't know how I do it, and I don't necessarily, like, know, I can't control it, so, like, if it's bad, like, that's not on me, bro, but, so, yeah.
I'll bite. What, would you like me to pay you if you...
Oh, no, I can do it for free, of course, this is fun, I'm going to be so bored on this trip. And he jumps up and he, like, sits cross-legged on the table. And he pats the table in front of him. Go ahead, go, pop up.
Nope.
Pop up.
Yep. All right. I do not hop up.
Yeah.
I'm still a little sore. I just kind of like climb up and sit.
And he looks at you and he says, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Oh, but it seems like fun. I died like 7+ hours ago, so this is.
It was like 24 hours ago now. Come on.
It was not.
I've died 5
I had
times.
breakfast this morning.
Have you really? What was yours like? Did you see like where?
Well,
where
the
did you
first
go?
one was because of this like super bad elf dude. He had like this long black hair and was like really like not a cool guy.
What was his name? Did you know?
His name doesn't matter actually, because he's super long dead, and he's not from around here. That was like another place.
I'm gonna insight it for fun.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's getting so much information.
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
Morton's not super wise, but it was a lot. Oh, that's right. I have. Well, that would make it a -3, so that would be 6.
6. No, you're at a -2. Remember after the gym.
Oh no! I have a -1 on my insight.
So 6, you said?
Yeah.
He's telling the truth. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway, so I'm just saying, it's no big special. I'm just kidding. I know it sucks. The first one really sucks, but
I've only done it once. Is it something? I mean, what you're? What? For lack of a better word, I've never seen someone who looks like you. Are you a magical entity?
Yes. For sure. I've been around a long time, just like I'm a nomad. I go everywhere, I've been to all kinds of places. I've been to, Onisara, I've been to Rubrian, I've been to...
Where? Wait. Where? To where?
To Onisara, to Rubrian, the old ancient continents.
I am remembering the book that we found in Malar's tomb.
Yes.
Has those 2 names. So those places aren't really on many maps, but I have heard of them before. How did you get to those places? Was it sailing?
So do you want me to tell you your fortune, or?
Yeah. And then I'd love to just continue talking with you after that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just, my past is my past, your past is your past. Sure. If you want to know about my future, I can tell you about my future, and because we're going to talk about your future, and then that's fair.
If you want the future, Morton, you have to forget the past.
Jesus! You snuck right up on me.
Yeah, I want to watch.
You can definitely be next. And he puts his hands down on the table. Okay, are you ready for this? And are you all just kind of like watching this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are the crew there with us?
The crew is not there. No, this is all.
We're
the
down
passengers.
in the.
Yeah.
This is like basically like the cafeteria-esque kind of place.
Quinn's watching to see if there's like a trick with the cards or something.
Okay, roll a perception check. He sprays the cards out in front of him. Splays, not
8.
spray. 8. Yeah, you don't notice anything. In fact, you're enamored by what he's able to do. And as he splays them out in front of you, the card deck in front of him starts to shuffle back and forth without him touching it. And you see his eyes kind of go white. And as they do, a card flips out of the deck and kind of floats right in front of you. And on this card, you see the symbol of a gem, out of a uniform gem. And from his voice, in a deeper tone that doesn't really sound like him, you hear, "You will receive many riches, but beware the same-sided coin." And then he kind of snaps back into place. Okay, so there it goes. Your fortune's been told.
All right. Interesting.
Yes.
Now, how do you tell your own future?
I could just tell you, like, I was just kind of being nice and then, like, saying, like, I could tell you, like, my plans, like, since I'm openly talking about your future, like, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Barrington for the Barrington Games, because those are going to be very exciting, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be there, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, so that's my plans for the future.
Gotcha. Does anyone else want their future?
It's old, small woman, beautiful woman. Would you like to come over here?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Old, small, beautiful.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Read me.
And he does the same kind of ritual, shuffling the cards, splaying them out in front of you. They start to shuffle amongst themselves. A card flips out. You see the symbol of a sun, Rosie.
Oh.
And the voice says, "He hears you, and it is time to embrace who you truly are. Shine, Rosie Pentwee. Shine as you once did, the glint of a sword."
Oh, gosh.
And then he kind of comes to again. Okay, so super vague and weird, right? That was
Yeah,
nuts.
definitely vague. I don't really understand where to go with that. This was fun. Bye. And I'm going to go to my room and shut the door.
So Rosie goes, Edmund follows you. I'll stand right out here, Rosie, if you need anything.
Okay.
It's back to the kitchen or cafeteria. Molly Ander is looking at the rest of you and says, it says, so, would anybody else like their fortunes? Oh yes, okay.
Ahead,
Very pretty, small lady. Please, come here. All right.
Watch it.
Little bitty pretty one.
Watch what? I did. And he he does the same ritual, splays out the cards. A card floats up in front of you. It is the symbol of a paw. And the voice from within Moliander says, "You will one day be able to become what you love." Oh, hey, that's cool. So, like, if you love money, get some of that. That's nice. Maybe. I don't know. I truly don't know what it means. Kind of out of my hands.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody else? Jealous brother? You want to do it?
Jealous.
Yeah, you're jealous of the way I looked at your sister's bottom.
That would be weird.
Yeah,
That'd
not
be
jealous.
really
I
weird.
think that's the wrong word.
Well, you're jealous of not getting my attention? Is that what I'm reading?
No, just I'll have my fortune. And you don't want any like gold or anything, because like I've read fortunes on the street before just for fun. But
well, yes, you probably faked it. This is unfortunately very real. It's a gift that curses me.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, well, he does the ritual, and a card pops up in front of you, Cuinn. It is the symbol of a musical note. And it says, the voice from within him says, "Your music has reached the ears of many. Riches are to come, but it has also reached the ears of someone who recognizes the instrument."
Okay. Yeah, cool. I guess.
Didn't you invent that instrument?
Yeah, I mean, I hear my music all the time.
Oh boy, that's well, that
What?
one's ominous.
If it's his voice, isn't his voice the instrument he was talking? Didn't say like his.
I don't
I
know. He
misunderstood.
just a bunch of. He just made that up.
Yeah, I'll go next though. These are weird but interesting. So.
Okay, yes, of course, yes, I can help you for sure. A big, strong muscle man. Okay, yeah. And he does the same ritual.
Roland gets it.
He does the same ritual, and this card comes up, and it's just kind of has this ominous feel.
Oh no!
And you see,
I don't like it.
You see the symbol of a bloody dagger.
Oh.
And his eyes go white, but nothing comes out of his voice. And then his eyes kind of come back to like he normally does, kind of looking. He says, "Oh, I am sorry, friend. You will have to kill someone that you love."
You sure I couldn't get the sunshine one? That looked better.
Unfortunately, no. I am sorry.
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
I'm in line right behind Chad. I'm actually good on the.
Are you sure you don't want to know? Come on.
All right, fine.
Super easy. You jump up on the table. He does the same ritual for you. A card pops up. The symbol looks as if like the card itself was cracking, and there's a large hole in the middle of the card. It's just a symbol of it, but that's like the effect of the. And the voice says,
like what I'm
"You
saying.
are missing something. Someone is missing you."
Ooh.
Oh snap!
Okay, so sounds like long lost love. Go hit her up, buddy. So yeah. All right.
Thank you.
I really tried to turn these around. Okay, what about you, big boy? And he looks over at Caligo. Would you like
Sophia.
fortune told, Caligo?
Muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds better to know, right? Yeah.
Right? No, I definitely think so. It could be sexy. He does the same ritual. And the symbol
was very sexy.
The symbol comes up on the card of an hourglass. And the voice behind him says, "You do not have long to accomplish your goal, and will face dire consequences should you not."
Oh shit!
Okay, so do your homework, I guess. You'll fail if you don't do it. Sorry.
Wow.
These fortunes really started off, and we've gone kind of.
Listen, I told you
Yeah.
I can't control them. Okay, so it's like out of my hands.
Yeah, it's not your
Sure.
fault.
But listen, maybe you just like if you really love the stuffed animal a lot, and you have to like rip it open. Like maybe that'll be it. Like it's there's lots of interpretations.
Yeah, sure.
That's true. I have to be aware of
I think I
coins
might
that have the same size.
go to my room too. I'm getting sleepy. Good night.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys want to play Truth or Dare tonight, I'm gonna be hosting a game. And the
What's the
Cruise ship?
what?
Is
Oh
there
my
like another
goodness.
theme tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing the
Oleander
improv
is the
show.
cruise director. Love it.
So it's just a game that some friends of mine came up with once, and so it's nice, and we could do it if you wanted to. I'm gonna be lonely here, so
I'll sit with you. Perhaps we can invite members of the crew.
cool. All right, yes, I'm gonna go get ready then. And he kind of like hops off, and as he runs
We should
away,
have a-
he's left his deck of cards there, and they quickly like fly through the air and into his pocket as he.
Amazing.
We should have a limbo luau when
We can. No, I'd love this. I'll go invite. I'll go invite Xena if she'd like
Speaking
to
of,
join.
Xena peeks into the doorway of this area, and she says, "Hello, everyone. So we are about to head out. If you would like to see the majesty that is a sand ship, please come to the deck."
I would
Yeah.
love to.
Yeah, you guys gotta see this. It's wild.
It's pretty cool.
I follow Xena and catch up with her to try and just like chat her up and be a little flirty.
Yeah, everybody starts running by. Rosie, you hear like a knock on your door.
Hello?
Right, Rosie, love. I just want to say, it looks like everyone's gonna go see like the ship be all cool and whatnot. Is that you interested in that, perhaps?
I'm okay, thank you, Edmund.
Yep, right. Nope, no worries. Staying posted right here.
No, you can go enjoy it if you want.
Nope.
I'll be okay.
All right, well, maybe just right when we take off, and then you hear like footsteps like fading away.
Chad, when he walked to like go to his room, like halfway there, he heard about it, so he like kind of turns around and is like, "Oh yeah, I'll go see it."
Okay,
and deliberately doesn't make contact with Edmund.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I'm staying in the kitchen.
You're staying in the kitchen. Okay. Yeah.
I'm making sure I'm right next to Xena as it happens.
As you're staying in the kitchen, Wilma comes down after everybody else has gone up. Yes. And Wilma goes over to the bar and just grabs the bar. And she looks over at you and says, "Hold tight."
Sure, no problem. So you from around here, or?
She just goes, "Hey,
yeah."
And just holds the bar.
Yeah.
And as all of you get up onto the deck of the ship, Xena is at the helm of the ship. You see Luna and Daisy kind of like swinging from mast to mast, unfurling sails. You see that Mr. Gruel is currently taking up the anchor. You see that Radrak is over by the captain, kind of like pointing out stuff. And as you all get up to the top, Xena says, "All right, everyone, well, we're about to take off, so please grab something and hold on tight, okay?"
All right, I'll grab the railing here next to you. I'm sure it will be a smooth ride with your direction.
Oh, I'm telling you, it will get you everywhere.
I'll just hold on to Cuinn.
Perfect.
I guess I'll hold on to the side of the ship.
You better.
You just hold on to May, but like, what are
we doing? Sydney laughs and thinks this is very funny and grabs onto Quinn's legs, and it's just like at the bottom of Quinn's legs, like holding on. As this is happening, from the side of the ship, this like wooden panel pushes out from the deck, and the entire ship moves to one side, swinging you all in one direction. And then those who are at the railings are able to look over as small wooden planks from the ship start to like pop out all along the bottom. And then they form kind of this like S. These like and there's like wheels with these like S planks attached to them. And the planks lower to the ground and start as the boat, literally as if it was like a millipede, starts like moving forward and going faster and faster. And you hear this whistle of air as these pipes that are along the boat of the ship are capturing the air coming in, going up the center pipe of the center mast and blowing air into the sails. And as soon as enough momentum, like shaking the boat is like to and fro, as soon as enough momentum has caught it, the planks come back flush with the boat again, and this boat is now using the air that it is receiving from traveling forward to propel itself forward, and is sailing on sand dunes. And it starts to feel just like any other ship as the like passage kind of like starts to ease.
Nice.
This is the best view on the ship, and I haven't even been looking forward yet. I've just been looking towards you.
My God.
It's working, but it's banging on super thick.
It's been a minute. I've got a new zest for life.
Hey, all right. She says, she kind of looks out on everyone else, kind of like smiling.
Yay! Woo!
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, hold your applause! Stop it! You know, Quinn's the only one to applaud. Clearly, like that's what she was waiting for.
You're the best.
As the ship continues on, Luna and Daisy come back down onto the deck of the ship and go over to Caligo and just start like playfully like like messing with Caligo, like as if like two little sisters would, which is definitely something that they like started doing. And even like Daisy specifically, with how tall Caligo is, because they're about like 4.5 feet tall, Luna and Daisy are. So Daisy specifically is like climbing up the back of Caligo and like messing with his ears and stuff like that, and just like really like just kind of giving you a hard time, but playfully. And the ship, the Solar Flare, is on its way through the Drea Sands. Oh wait, actually,
Yay!
Yay!
Is it a less creepy sound?
Probably not.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh.
Nice.
So there's that, and then
Are the
I
sails?
actually. Oh, it looks like I don't crap.
You don't crap?
crap?
Don't crap.
Guys, did you feel good about that?
Yeah.
Do
That
you
felt
feel
good to
good?
you?
You don't crap, man.
Well,
Alright.
well.
Is it hot? Does it look good? Are you proud to say
Oh, that's
that?
not what I meant. All right, so there's no noise apparently.
It glides so smoothly that there is no noise.
Yeah.
So we'll just get some Sildira ambience going.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you are now sailing across the Drea Sands on this ship. It is a very unique sensation for all of you, but a super cool thing as it just kind of rides along these dunes like waves.
Nope.
So, Sydney kind of like comes up from your legs, Cuinn, and is like laughing. And
Does she?
she's gonna make a stealth check, actually.
Oh,
Make a perception check, Cuinn.
Don't you mean
Wow.
sleight of hand?
what she-
That
Hey.
was bad, dude.
16.
She got a 6. So you see her look at Maewyn and kind of like go.
You wanna
I'll
push
leave.
her- Oh,
I'll leave.
you want to push her overboard? Is that what you're saying?
No. Yes, that'd be funny. No.
Hey. I desperately need something in the kitchen. Bye. I just run away.
So, when
What's up?
crazy couple days.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, it's pretty shitty couple days. Besides you being here, of course.
No, you don't have to say that. I really am sorry about everything that happened.
I know.
And I know that makes this not the best timing to say this. But you hurt me, Cuinn. When you wrote that note and just left without saying goodbye, I thought, I know that it was stupid, and I know that I've been made fun of for ever since I've been reunited with you here and your friends, and they all see it and make fun of me for it, but I clearly... Ugh! She punches you.
Ow.
I liked you, Cuinn. You know how much I liked you. And you know that it was different. You know that. You're not stupid.
I liked you too. I was doing it to protect you.
Protect me? I kick your ass.
I know. Morton died the other day. I don't know if you heard. He died.
You guys really should
I've
be nicer
been-
to him about that. I mean, that's crazy.
I know. No, he died. Brought it back to life. I mean,
For-
I've almost died. May's almost. We've all almost died multiple times.
Chad,
I don't want
that's
that for you. I don't want that
digested
life for
in
you.
I understand why you did it, and I understood why you did it the moment that it happened, but you don't think even a conversation I deserved that? I know you never felt the same way, and I know you probably don't feel the same way as much, and I get that, and that's something that I have to deal with, but I thought that there was enough there that you would have owed me more than that.
If I told you, would you have followed me?
Yeah. I guess you know me pretty well.
I'm sorry. It was a shitty thing to do. Would I do it again? Probably not. But
yeah,
if I could do things differently, I'd probably do the same thing.
Like I said, I understand why you did it. I'm not mad at you for doing it. I guess you were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because
you know, that's Flint's favorite saying.
Really?
Yeah. Just slip it in next time you're talking to Flint.
You know what's weird? He must have really he either did not sleep well or he aged 3 years in one night. Because when I saw him yesterday,
25.
What?
Or no? Well, in one night, was it 6 or something like that? He ages about 6 years a day.
Okay, well, all I know is that it was really crazy. He looked older the next time I saw him.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. He ages about 6 years every day.
Oh no, why?
It's purely by choice. Huh? Yeah, he's got a stick that he hits himself with that he makes him older. I know it sounds.
She puts her hand up to your head. Are you
I'm
okay?
telling the truth. Yeah, no, I'm telling the truth.
Anyway,
he's probably got a couple more weeks left at this rate, but.
Well, I just want to say that stuff. So, but I wanted to say that as much as
I'm glad you're here now.
Me too. And although I might have been hurt, I do understand and I forgive you. And I was really happy when I saw you.
I was really happy when I saw you too. And do you know what all the flowers do?
I mean, I know what the black one does.
I got some of this red flower.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it.
Why?
Just follow me.
Okay, and she follows you. And this awkward conversation passes another awkward conversation that is happening as the crowd initially dispersed. Chad, you were approached by none other than Edmund. As he kind of
throw him overboard.
He walks up to you. I mean, if he had a tail, it would be so thoroughly between his legs. And he kind of approaches you, and he says, "Chad, how you doing, Chad?"
Fantastic.
So, right, listen, I'm gonna say some things, and I would appreciate it if you just let me kind of say them before you react, if that's alright.
Sure.
When you wanted to stay behind in Barrington, while the rest of us went to the mines, I didn't want you to do that because I wanted to know you were safe. And I wanted to make sure that you didn't get hurt. And that didn't come across right. And it caused us to have an argument because I couldn't express those wants. And I also was kind of taking some anger out because I was confused and devastated when I saw Roderick's tattoo and how much it clearly fit mine. You were so angry about keeping information from people, and I understood that and still chose to do what I did. I have no excuse for it. It was a cowardly move. And it's something that I have to work to redeem myself, even in my own eyes. But wanted to say that I understand why you haven't been excited to see me, or why you haven't been talking to me, and I get it. I betrayed you and your trust. And although I meant the best that I could, the road to the Nine Hells is paved with good intentions. So, I just want to say I'm sorry, and I hope one day you'll find it in yourself to forgive me, because he kind of like looks over his shoulder in the direction of Morton talking to Xena. He says, I know you have a lot of people that care about you, and maybe one day you'll allow me to be one of those people again. And if there's anything you'd like to say or do to me now, you can, and then I'll leave you alone.
When you fake appeared and I punched you, I kind of want to do that again right now. But
you see him like wince, like kind of like the eye, like a half eye closed thing.
But more recently, I've realized I've been a little hypocritical of people and unfair to people, and that's cost this group, this family, some, and that's not fair. And I am quick to judge and hold grudges, even for things out of people's control. And I'm not saying that I can forgive you easily, but I'm trying to forgive more and look past the past at who a person is now and not what they may have done. I'm not there yet with you, but that doesn't mean I won't be. But for now, I still want to punch you, so I just might need some space.
He takes a half step back. Right, completely understandable. And I'll make sure I stay out of your way. And he kind of nods and turns away and starts to walk back. While this is happening, you are talking to Xena at the helm of the ship, Morton, and she is just kind of like listening to you and also talking to Prack about the like charting of the journey. So, have you ever been to Barrington before?
Yes, I've been to Barrington a couple of times, yes.
Great. Well, we're going to be stopping about a few days south of Barrington. So that'll be your nearest city. There should be some caravans that could take you there. I know of a good guy. His name's Cad Billwright. He does these patchwork caravans. He's good. He's good at what he does.
Yes. I've heard of Cad.
Oh, great. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
The gorgeous day.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Who is our friend downstairs? The purple skinned red-eyed. Yeah, Moliander. Moliander wanted to get together and do a little shindig tonight. If you'd like to join, I'm sure that all the crew is invited to, celebrate just drifting along the sands.
Seems I'm going to like this, Moliander. Mr. Gruel does take the helm of the ship in the evenings, so I could perhaps be inclined, yes?
Please, I mean, I'll be there. I'm sure many of the other party will be there. I know Cuinn is a very affable sort of fellow for parties and all of that. I think it'll be a wonderful time. I think Moliander suggested a game called do you know Truth or Dare?
Oh, yes, he mentioned this game. Yes, it seems a sneaky way to get the information and or scandalous acts out of people.
Oh, well, yes, that's why it's very...
It sounds a lot like Verity or Venture.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, but I couldn't remember the name of it. We've had a long bit of trip. So do you know, this is crazy, but the similarities in the last name, did she mention that she was related to Cain?
She did not know.
Okay. The similarities in the last name are amazing.
Cain, yes, he's my brother. I hate him.
Really? Why do you hate him?
Because he's a dick.
I mean, a little, yeah. We had a meeting with him briefly. That's actually how... Well, he didn't do it, but that's how I ended up dying.
My brother killed you?
No. We
a brother's people? The Desert Sun?
No. We had to go into an area that we knew it would be dangerous. We just didn't know how dangerous it would be, and they led us to that area. Your brother specifically. What if you don't mind me asking, just because we've had business with him, and if we're ever to do business with him again, I'd like a full picture. Why do you?
Well, if you're looking to do business with him, you won't be bothered. He's a man of his word. He's gotten where he is because of that. He's just... I started I turned the solar flare into a sand ship because I like meeting new people and embracing people of different lifestyles and cultures, and I think it's a beautiful way to get to know the world of Tayaroth. And he sees those same people and sees ways to exploit them or take advantage of them. And I just don't really see eye to eye with him on that.
That's fair. You and I seem very eye to eye on that. I've been traveling around a bit. I mean, more consistently with this group in recent years, but I've traveled a bit around my little areas of Tayaroth. Not here before. This is entirely a new experience, but that resonates with me rather deeply.
Well, good, because... Well, good. And I think that you should stay away from Cain if that is the way that you feel.
Oh, we're 2 feet running out of the city, as it were, on this ship. I don't know if or when we'll be back in the near future. How long have you been sailing? Where have you seen on these sand shores?
Well, we used to sail in the Evergreen Sea to the south near the One Isles. And I was a sea captain for a long time. Then let's just say I had reason to not trust the sea anymore. I lost someone I cared about deeply, and so I found my way to Sildira and found a way to get the solar flare there and transformed into a sand ship once I heard about those, and been doing this for a long time now. Wow, I'm from Sildira, the city itself, born and raised here, but I did leave for some time.
What, if you don't mind me asking, was it a natural disaster that had affected you and your loved one in such a way, or was it something more malicious?
It was something more malicious. A entity in the sea. It seemed to bring a storm with it.
An entity? What did it resemble? We've come across several entities in our day, not the least of which is a giant floating skull with it.
I don't like to talk about it much, but what I can tell you is it was made of ice and water, and it moved like a tornado of air and storm. I remember it having 4 strong arms
Yeah. That sounds rather primordial, if we're being honest.
I don't really know what this word means, but it was scary.
Yeah, elemental, very, very old, and like the material that makes up the world.
It's funny that you say that, because as angry as I was at this creature for doing what it did, it felt like it had been there a lot longer than us.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sorry to ask. It attacked this elemental. Well, we won't use primordial anymore. This elemental energy seemed to attack in the sea.
I'm sorry, one more time?
That elemental energy, the being, the entity with water and storm and all of that, it just attacked you at sea because you were there. That seems horrible.
I'm not sure why it happened.
My God, I'm so sorry, and I'm so sorry if my curiosity is insensitive.
No,
brushing fine. Close to death and hearing a more brushing close, embracing it momentarily, it changes you. It changes you a bit, and I find myself a little bit more naturally curious about those things and the mysteries of the world. I mean, we've come up against reanimated skeletons of horned beasts, just one-eyed monsters, and yeah, it seems the world is large.
Yes,
and
large and terrifying.
Yes, and while there are many innumerable wide and terrifying things, there is certainly just as wide a swath of kindness and love and adventure and all of that indeed. I'm sorry I've kept up much of your time, but I would personally, and I just very lightly, without being gross about it, like lay a hand on top of hers and just go, we would love to have, I would love to have you in the shindig tonight, if you'd like, yes. But by no means, no pressure.
She puts her hand on top of yours, kind of pats it. Look forward to seeing you there.
Excellent. And I turn around and like the complete camera wipe, like just right on my face, just that's it, man. Oh God.
Yeah.
I just walk very casually away as if nothing had happened.
Yeah.
And go down to the deck.
While all of this was happening, Rosie, you're sitting in your room and you are, I'm assuming, digesting everything that's been happening to you.
Yeah, I've cracked open the bottle of wine that morning.
Yeah, perfect. You start to hear the noise of stone grinding against wood. And you look over and you see, from within your bag of holding, a hand has reached out, completely made of stone, and is dragging on the floor. And then another hand. As you, Pintwe, crawls out of this bag of holding, completely made of stone, and like stands up and looks over at you. Hi, Mom.
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
They kind of like walk over to a table, sit down on a chair. They're like almost like planking, like they can barely bend. So, how's it going?
Don't do this to me.
Don't do what?
Don't do this to me. I like yell to maybe a god, who's to say.
Oh, nope. Wouldn't look up there.
Why?
Well, because it's not coming from up there.
I immediately.
What do you look at?
The downstairs.
They kind of laugh.
Hell.
Probably a bit more accurate. Mom,
What?
why am I still stone? Why haven't you fixed it yet?
Okay, I've been trying, but you know how it is. We're a group, and everybody has what they want and what they need, and I've been very firm, and
Well, obviously not firm enough. Because here I am,
you
stone.
haven't seen it. You haven't been here to see it.
You want to talk about firm, Mom? I'm stone.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a statue.
I know. Every moment, I know.
They kind of bend forward with a little bit more dexterity and stand up, walking over to you.
Oh my god.
You just let me sit in your bag. It's dark in there, and it's cold, and I don't appreciate you treating me this way before you even know what a hand is around your throat.
Mm-mm.
And you're pushed up against the wall.
Mm-mm.
As you gets even closer to you. As you can hear them talking, it sounds like car tires going over gravel in the back of their throat.
Can I push them at all, or like?
You try to move your body and you can't.
Like my entire body at all?
Yes. See how it feels, Mom? To not be able to move, or feel, or breathe? You said you would protect me, Mom. You were supposed to be my seer, weren't you?
Am I free mentally?
Sure.
Can I talk?
Sure.
Can I cast? Can I cast? Sorry, I'm looking to make sure that I use these right.
No, you're good.
Verbal. Somatic means touch, though, right? Or does that mean that's just movement?
Somatic is hand movements, yeah.
So I would have to be able to move to do that. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Takes the form of some giant knitting needles.
Okay.
Behind statue.
Uh-huh. Statue? Oh my gosh.
I've been thinking about that.
No.
And I don't necessarily want it, like, obviously I don't know what I'm going against, but I don't want lethality.
Okay.
I would like to attack.
The needles stab through the back of statue, and the statue crumbles. Falling.
Oh god. Oh.
To dust and rocks on the ground. And you see a small chunk of the statue that was Yu's mouth continue to move. Really, Mom? Now you're never gonna save me, never gonna save me, never gonna save me, never gonna save me, and you find yourself falling on the ground screaming, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you are woke up by Edmund kind of shaking you. Rosie! Rosie, are you doing alright? You're screaming! Everything's okay. I think you're just having a bad dream, Rosie. Can you talk to me? Hello?
They were choking me.
Who?
They were choking me. Are they still in the bag?
Who?
And I'll run over to the bag of holding.
You go over to the bag, and you don't start to pull it out because I'll make you roll a dexterity check. But you do reach into the bag of holding and think of statue, and they're in there, wholly and completely.
I pull them out of the bag.
Okay, roll a dexterity check. 9. Okay. You pull out the statue, and whereas the last time you saw you, they were looking at you, scared and in horror as they turned into stone. And that's the face the statue has been. But this time the statue is looking at you and smiling. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Are you
so that's the end of today's session. And thank you for joining. It's been quite a busy session today. So glad we got to meet G. Whitakers, and I can't wait to see more of him. So he's great. I'm excited to see what else happens as our party continues on their trek on the solar flare through the Drea Sands. So this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central is the talk back for season 2 of The Remains, which is going to be exciting. So that'll be me, Matt, Sophie, and Angie. Sorry, I can't breathe. So I'm very excited about that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and announce that on February 15th is going to be already, get right into it, season 3 of The Remains. So we're very excited about that. And is there, I'm looking at the person and they know I'm looking at them, is there something else I'm allowed to announce for February?
Yeah.
And then we've got
how can we know who you're looking at?
Well, because there's only one other person doing something in February.
Yeah.
So Angie is going to be the MC yet again for a LongShot and Monster Hearts. So we're going to be going back into that, which is going to be very fun. So stay tuned. That's the first session of that is the 13th. Yes.
13th,
so,
20th, 27th.
So stay tuned at Charmed Persons for details on that. That'll be at 7 Central. And then next Sunday, we'll continue on with Tayaroth at 2 p.m. Central. And as always, like I just said, at Charmed Persons and Instagram, Facebook, pretty much everywhere, to keep track of where we're at and what's coming up, as well as just like watch funny clips, as well as give us your questions and or comments for The Remains if you want to be included in the talkback. So thank you for watching, thank you for joining us, thank you to my players, the best players a GM can ask for, and as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.